Setting up YouTube, you're live. Interesting. It's been so long, I don't even know how this will work. Thank you. Oh, Jerry. I pulled out the good mic for this. I think maybe I have to hit. I want him to be a dancer, don't you? Well.
We're grinding out the load-in screen as we speak.
And you're all gonna hear this during the music because I don't have my stream deck anymore. I don't know where it is, so I don't know how to mute myself. So when I say things like shit fucking damn, you know, it's gonna go through. Oh well, no monetization on this. We're playing Star Wars music and we're having fun. All right, boys. Hopefully it's not shitty. I mean, can one of you guys check the feed? Does it look okay when I'm uploading, or is it kind of?
I mean, it's saying you're establishing a feed right now.
But it's not live.
I think it's live.
No, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Hey guys in the YouTube chat, can you tell me if you are receiving this? Can you hear us? How you doing? It looks like YouTube's about 15 seconds behind live based on my screens. Yeah. Uh-oh. Heather's ears can't handle the swearing. We're in a lot of trouble. I guess that means it's working. Heather, are you looking at the... Hey, hold on. What the hell was that? My little R2 unit just yelled at me. R2, get out of here. He's not usually that loud, but he's mad because this green screen's up.
You don't like it?
He doesn't, because he likes to come up to me and yell at me. And he can't, so now I guess he yell at me from a distance. Alright. Any update so far on the... what's going on? Server fires in 10, somebody said. Yeah, I don't think so, unless they updated the announcement. Everything's fine. So basically tonight, I think that the only thing that we're really trying to do is get our names reserved and maybe play a little bit. I don't expect the game to be up and or stable, so. Yes, sorry guys. The music is not actually supposed to be playing while we play. I'm supposed to be muted, and it's just supposed to be the music. But since I don't have all my fancy controls, that's why it's crazy. Yeah.
I don't hear you on the screen.
Well, you should. Everyone else can hear me.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay. Yeah, so basically the way this was set up before is the music would be loud because I wouldn't be on. I'd be in the background talking to my people, be like, you psyched out, 1 minute to go, woot woot, you know, and we'd all be like, yeah, we're gonna have a good show tonight, you know, excellent. And then it would come on and I'd be like, hello, ladies and gentlemen, trying to be all smooth and whatnot. And you wouldn't even know because there would be a nice music transition and I'd be using all that. I don't have that. In fact, the fact that somewhere on my PC, the files actually exist in the same location for OBS to find them after 2 years is amazing, because this is not the same, this is definitely not the same PC build I had last time I streamed, so. Because I want to get back into it. I want to use my YouTube channel essentially to be like a lightning rod for my 3D printing business, but I want to make videos that people want to make. And if I'm going to be on, it doesn't take me very much effort at all to stream at the same time, so we might as well do that. All right, guys, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? It's just a blank screen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Intrepid Dawn. Captain Katarn here. And yes, we've been live, and now I'm doing another intro because I haven't streamed in forever, so forgive me. Tonight, and you can see I had the stream up to see what we were doing. Tonight we're going to be playing Star Wars Galaxies Restoration. Well, maybe, assuming they get the server up. So what's really exciting about this is a combat upgrade-based server. Chronic. I'm joined by Chronic and Sal and Jorgie and maybe some other people. I can't see the chat anymore. But Chronic, do you want to talk a little bit about the different phases of SWG and maybe say hey to the viewers as well?
Alrighty, hello people. So yeah, pre-CU, everybody really liked it. It was a really neat combat tree and stuff, and then, you know, NGE did a lot of neat stuff with it as well, but it got rid of that combat tree and made a whole new one that a lot of people didn't agree with. So hopefully these guys have mixed the two up well, so they mesh together and work out together well. Looking forward to finding out.
Not as in depth as I was hoping you would go, but that's fine. Can you kind of maybe pull it out a little bit more and tell people why, perhaps, they ended up going with this? Oh, still there?
As to exactly why, I don't know.
Okay, so the thing is, when Star Wars Galaxies came out, Star Wars had the name, it had the MMO. It should have been the biggest MMO in history, right? Star Wars is a licensing giant. The toys alone make tons of money, way more than the movies ever did. You know, you could slap Star Wars on anything from cookware to children's underwear and somebody will buy it, right? So basically, like, Star Wars is a huge juggernaut, and so it came out, and Star Wars Galaxies did okay. I mean, it was probably at the time the biggest MMO in terms of player base. And then in 2003, a game called World of Warcraft came out and pretty much smashed expectations. World of Warcraft was making at its height more than the gross GDP, I believe, of the entire continent of Africa in 1 month. Like, the game was making more than that. It was insane. And so here's LucasArts, right? They're looking, because that's what they were called at the time. They're looking at this and they're saying, what the hell? We have the Star Wars license. Why are we not making money like that? What's wrong with our game? And so they started to realize that the game is very much not casually friendly, whereas WoW is. And so they decided that, hey, if we're going to make a lot of money, we're going to have to make ourselves more of a theme park experience like WoW and get all those people in. So yeah, you know, that's part of it. And the combat upgrade was the first stage of them changing the game to kind of get to a point where it was more like WoW, but it could never really be WoW. You can't shoehorn that into it. So what we went was from a combat system, which honestly, I never found the pre-CU combat system to be very interesting. And I know that there are people that love it, and so be it. But I mean, like, if I can just macro the same, my biggest attack over and over again and go get a sandwich, I'm not really playing a game. Whereas this one had cooldowns, and to me, there was a little bit of strategery, we'll say. I love that word. So it is a real, when a presidential candidate says something, it's a real word. That's how it works. They're allowed to make it up. So all right, let's go to the chat since we're here. Yeah, the server is having some pains. We're trying to wait to get in, but we're just kind of talking a little bit about restoration and what they're trying to do. Let me pull this back up. So are we here? Let's take a look at some of the cool things that you can do in the universe. So let me jump into the game here. I don't think that my in-game is set up correctly, so probably just be a black screen for this second. Give me 2 moments on that. Yeah, that's not it. Let me add in a scene here. We're gonna do this on the fly because I don't plan things out very well. And like they say, what I think is gonna happen doesn't actually happen. There we go. All right, bring that down. Maybe. Okay. All right, there we are. So we're looking at this. This is called the skill point tracker, and it kind of allows you to plan out your character. So while we're waiting, Chronic, why don't you take us through like how this works a little bit, and the different kind of builds we can do. And I'll click on stuff as you talk through it. But you're kind of like our of our group. You're the elder statesman in terms of what's up and what's possible.
So you see here the 250 skill points. Now on the pre-CU, I don't think you had that many skill points because if you wanted to do your basic like beginning kind of Jedi thing, you would do the Terrakasi Master and the Swordsman, which would start out with Brawler, and you would pretty much spend most of your points just on that part of the profession. Like you would have a few points you could put in a few other spots maybe to mess around with, but the majority of all your stuff went into that area. Well, now messing with this calculator, I've noticed that mastering out those two professions, you still have like 100 and something left. So you can, it appears you can dabble a lot more with your combat character's creation on exactly what he can do and what his abilities are and disadvantages are. With the amount of points and stuff, I think it's going to be real customizable. And I'm real interested to see what they're doing with the force abilities as far as combat and crafting both. That's going to be fun to play with.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for example, for me, I'm going to reset this real quick. It may be cliche because I could do anything and I can change it. The thing is, it costs you XP. You need to grind out the XP again to change your character, but you can do it at any time. You're not locked into anything. So for me, it sounds very interesting to be a bounty hunter. I've always wanted to do that. I had a master bounty hunter during the CU in live. I had a lot of fun with it. And it was great, and I was a rifleman. So if I was a bounty hunter rifleman, let's get that set up. Bounty hunter, master rifleman, that still leaves me 52 skill points in this. Now, that's enough for me to also pick up commando, so I could be a master commando, but I don't really know if that's particularly good. So that's something that we're going to have to really look at. How can I best spend those 52 points to create a character that I think is interesting? Right. And sometimes like pikeman has like really good defenses, or squad leader can have really great additional benefits. I don't know if we can get there. Oh, we can almost get there. So we could at least have some parts of this if I felt that was helpful. So we can get rid of this, reset it, go back up here and just play through what the various options are. Now I'm going to have two characters because you could have two character slots on this server, which I really like that. I am not a fan of the army of bots that you get on some of the other servers, because you might show that you have 1,500 players online, but you really have like 200 and everybody's got 5 characters online, and it's just like, it's unnecessary if the server is healthy. And this server seems to have, at least, starting out, seems to have a pretty healthy amount of people that want to go into it. So my second character is going to be a rebel smuggler, pistolier, and we still have some points left over. We have those 52 points again to do what we want with them. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. Terrakasi, getting some of that might be good for the different range speed and defenses that you pick up. I mean, I just don't know, but there's a whole lot of different options you can get, because I'm pretty sure to be a smuggler, yeah, you have to actually pick up part of the brawler tree. So it's not that hard to go up this side then and get some of the Terrakasi. And I would just have to choose which 4x4 I wanted here. So I could get 2 full trees of this, or I could even maybe pick up some medics. So let's say I don't want to do that and I go back to brawler, take those out, and I want to pick up some combat medic, right? I can get up to here and maybe I could heal myself a little bit with this going straight up the back to tree. That actually works out pretty well. I could have the advanced back to spray, so I could have the ability to heal myself in combat, or maybe other people. I don't really remember 100% how this works. So a lot of different options there, and a lot of things I think that we can do. Yeah, Lucian, get in here, man. Jump into my Discord. Let's talk.
Party.
Yeah, let's party, as the Jorgi would say. But anyway, so that's just kind of some of the stuff that we're looking at. Let's take a look. How are we doing on the on the server? Are they coming up?
Still the same thing. We're still waiting.
Still waiting? All right. Well,
So
I guess we...
I still am gonna say Jorgi should be the designated dancer.
Okay.
What's the official poll for this?
I'm really pulling for this.
I do agree. I think that Jorgi as a Twi'lek dancer would be absolutely fantastic, really. So, you know, just some of the things that we can consider for the future. Jorgi.
I'm not here to fulfill your weird fetishes, you know.
Oh, I think that's exactly why we invite you. And it's not weird. It's Twi'lek girls are very mainstream in Star Wars. Having a Twi'lek crush is probably, you know, as normal as anything else.
They don't have a voice as
You
deep
could be
as mine.
Lucan.
Yeah, get Lucian in here. He's out there. All right, so I'm just kind of sorry. I'm kind of reading through this, trying to see where we are in terms of the server. We're plus 45 minutes beyond what they said, right? So we'll see.
An hour and 3 minutes, actually, technically.
Okay, I'm trying to get that. There's a gnat in here. Yeah, so craziness. I set the stream 45 minutes later because I figured, you know, 45 minutes is plenty of time to have all the issues and then get into this. But this gives me a chance to show off some of the stuff I'd worked on just before I disappeared last time and decided that streaming wasn't worth my time anymore. And I had built these, you know, the status station here, and we can, you know, check this out. I didn't animate this yet. That would have been the next thing. So I'll go through and make some of these lights flash if I continue to stream and stuff like that. So we have our cockpit status station. We have our lounge, of course. Very important to have the lounge here in our little R2 unit over there doing his R2 unit light thing. So a lot of fun.
Drink, droid.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm actually in the process of turning a room in my basement into a set that will resemble this. So that's kind of like another project I'm working on here too. So hopefully that turns out well. Let's go ahead and jump back into the cockpit for now. All right, so while we're waiting, Chronic, why don't we do some SWG stories until we can log in? Why don't you start us? Tell us a little bit about your character. What server did you start on? What was, you know, your first memory of the game? You know, stuff like that. Let's just see where it goes.
Well, let's see. I started and only played on live on Starsider. And I was kind of introduced to it by my brother and got into it and, you know, started running around a little bit and getting my feet wet and finding out some of the basic stuff. And then I started getting into shipwrights and crafting and resource hounding and collections gathering and interior decoration. And then it went into building cities, and it just seemed to get bigger and bigger the more I played it and got into it. And sometimes so much so that you seem to get lost.
Yeah, I think that that's pretty fair. I mean, it was super ambitious of a game when it came out, you know, compared to what was on the market, and it was definitely different.
Yeah,
right.
I gotta say it's probably got the best crafting system of any game that has ever come out or ever been released.
Okay, I think it's up, by the way.
Or is it in?
Story time.
Halo said there's so much traffic you'll probably have issues logging on, which to me sounds like it's up. So let's see. I know that you can probably throw this into a thing and find out my password, but we'll at least have that up right now while we continue. Let me fix this because it should.
The server status on the website is server down.
Well,
It might have been just been someone trolling in Discord for it being up. Who knows?
Well, that was the admin, so I hope not.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Power just went out at my home. I really hope that the power is not, or the server is not at his house, because that would just be bad. It really, if you're gonna have, and I know that these are fan run, but if you're gonna have like a service that you're advertising as like, we want 1,000 players, you really need to be in the data center. Absolutely, 100%.
Kidding.
You know. Yeah, I'm still just spinning at connecting the login screen. So what server did you join originally, and why did you choose it? Chronic?
Oh, Starsider.
Starsider.
I joined originally, and my brother was on it.
Okay. And I tried to get him to play with us, but you know him, so that was no go, unfortunately. So. Heather was on Intrepid. It looks like Tremor, I'm saying your name incorrectly. Tiamor, can't remember his server. Nice. Yeah, I started off on Scylla, Scylla, and I thought it was like, I don't know if you guys are into the whole like Greek mythology, but I was like, man, this is a really cool name from mythology. It's like a water monster, you know. And I'm like, the people that play there must be pretty enlightened, because they chose to play on a server based on, you know, a really cool thing like that. So I decided to play there, and this was December, probably the day after Christmas. So this was like December 26th, 2003, and then yeah. That's when it all started. So who's in the chat? Hello, welcome.
I have a guest.
Yes, we do. We have Lucian.
No, you don't. I have a
we
story for you if you want one.
Oh, I definitely want a story.
We're filling up time.
We're stretching.
Yeah, I first started playing back in about 2007, 2008, because I grew up poor, didn't have money for subscriptions, and then finally had some, and of course I was going to go into Star Wars. And this was still young, high school stupid me, who wasn't that familiar with Western style MMOs. I played a lot of Eastern style, so I wasn't too familiar with a lot of the mechanics that Western style MMOs had. So I started as a Jedi, started leveling up, got into a guild, got to max level, started running some dungeons and stuff with them. Well, wouldn't you have it, idiot me didn't know that apparently some of the lightning abilities are AoE. So here we are, a group of 4, running through a dungeon, and I keep using the same AoE lightning attack. And everybody's like, stop pulling all the ads. And I'm like, yeah, you idiots, what is wrong with you?
I think we've all done that. I mean, like, that's a great story, but yeah, like, I sometimes do that just because I'm lazy and or stupid. So being a noob is completely okay.
Not knowing it wasn't what got to me. It was the fact that I was also like, dude, guys, come on, stop doing it. And I was the idiot doing it.
So that's kind of interesting. So you have a different perspective than us, because you started the game during the NGE period, right?
Yes, okay. I did.
Have you ever played on the EMU or any of the other pre-CU emulators?
Yes, I've definitely played on the emulator, the EMU, the official project. I enjoy it. I love the class building of it. I absolutely adore it. But the ground combat is absolutely boring to me.
Oh, and yes, 100%. So I'm with you on that. And that's why this is exciting to me, because get rid of those doctor buffs, get rid of all of that crap, make you actually think about which special you're going to use next, maybe craft a rotation or something like that, and you actually have a much more interesting game, in my opinion. You know, you still have the freedom.
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting on with the emulator, is if they could have ever gotten Jump to Lightspeed going. If they had gotten Jump to Lightspeed, I would have been playing the emulator all over.
Right. Yeah, so I definitely I knew that was never happening. Just saying.
What?
Yeah, that's why I left it.
I mean, yeah. I knew 10 years ago that was never happening. So, I mean, it took 10 years for them to build out an emulator of this game, but they made a lot of money in between. So I would love to see where that went. You know, last time that I really looked into that deeply, I think that a lot of that money was funneled into Eastern Europe, just based on like, there was like a big audit post somebody made once about like the different accounts that they had that were receiving money, and like what they showed on the tracker wasn't accurate to what they actually received. So they would get a lot more, you know. There's other unsavory servers out there that will say that do very similar things, like Bloodfin, for example. That guy Tony's a complete snake. So yeah, stay away from that.
Yeah, I can't say I'm familiar with that. All I do know is that supposedly the emulator is they were trying to build it from like by hand, ground up.
Yeah, and that shouldn't actually, I mean, I don't know how I want to say this, because it's definitely difficult to do that, but it's not impossible to do that. Not certainly, you know, if you have an understanding of how that works, right?
It kind of does. It depends on who you can get to work for you, because apparently, and it kind of makes sense. Like the actual, it's an entirely different engine going from ground to space.
Yeah.
Having to model it in the 3D and everything. So if they didn't have anybody who knew how to work that, then they were just SOL, which I think I heard was the problem.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like we knew that from the beginning, because even when they did their tests, whenever they were first working on like the emulator, the only thing that they could do was get spaceships to move like they did on the ground. And since they didn't have, just imagine that, you know, yeah. So
No 3D plane.
No, not at all. Like that's it. You know, like you want to turn left, it's gonna bank and turn just like your speeder. And like when I heard that, I was like, yeah, this is never happening, because they don't have the technical skills to do it. So thank whoever in SOE leaked the source code. I assume, I don't know, maybe it's one of the later devs, or maybe it was Smedley himself. I don't hate him as much as other people do. As I've gotten older, I realized that, you know, like there's a dynamic there between LucasArts and SOE, and that literally nothing that they could do without getting signed off by LucasArts. And as the rights holder, if they said, hey, we want this, that's it, you're doing that. So while he probably made a couple decisions that we didn't like, you know, like overall, you know, can't blame him for this. But that may be an unpopular opinion, and the chat may be going crazy. I don't know. Yeah, what's going on, the best around? Get in here. Get into our little slice of Discord.
Yeah, as far as like when the source files may have been released, I'm assuming either there are separate like many versions of it, or one of the later ones, because like the Star Wars Galaxies Legends server, they had all the source files from nearly the end of the game.
Well, I don't know if this opens me up to any kind of legal stuff, but let's just say that if anything were to happen to the source code, I may know a place where it is kept that is pretty secure. So we got it. Yeah. Just saying, it's kind of like Bob Lazar and his Element 115. Whether or not he has it, you know, he can't ever say definitively, but he kind of just winks at you.
It's kind of funny, because that kind of knowledge is something I have regarding the Minecraft Pixelmon mod back when it was initially shut down by Nintendo. Like, I knew there was a lot of background rumblings that were going on, which aren't technically legal, but still happened, and I was
Hang on one
get that information. Go ahead.
Hang on 1 second. Chaos, aka the best around, just donated $5 to your boy and said, damn you sexy boy. And let me tell you, Chaos, since we bought this house and since we moved in, I've lost 26 pounds. I've got an absolutely huge number to go, but I am dedicated and I'm on it, and I have no excuses. I am living literally my dream. So if I can do all of that, if I can get my 3D printing business going, and I can stream a little bit, because this is like a fun stress relief, I'm in a good place. So just gonna get sexier. Thank you so much for that. Jump in here with us if you can. Are you stuck at work or something? And by the way, if you're watching this and you want to be in it, we have a Discord channel. I don't know if somebody else in the chat can throw a link up in the... Hey, wait a minute. I think we...
Hello there.
Well, hi there, sir. Thank you for the money.
No problem. Yeah, you look good. I saw the face a little slimmer.
Yeah,
So,
thank you. Thank you. Like I said, got a long way to go. So working on it. But
you know what?
yeah.
It was funny. I was actually reading. It's funny that you're doing the stream right now, because like 2 days ago I was actually on Star Wars Galaxies EMO site, and I just keep up with the project from here and there, because I was hoping they would do Jump to Lightspeed as well, and it was far-fetched, dream, whatever.
Yeah, never happening. Yeah.
I was reading the forums, and of course it got locked, but couple of people were just bashing like the devs and all the QA, saying you're losing so many people per month. And then one of the devs, Lord Kotor, I think, comes up and is like, "Oh well, we got 1,000 this month," and I'm like, "There's no way that this game is bringing in 1,000 new people getting registered each month on this
Right.
website."
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, here's the deal, and this is something that we've kind of like been able to prove through kind of like almost the Drake equation, right? If you mention Star Wars Galaxies to any random group of people, you're probably going to get, and these are gamer circles. If you mention this at work, people probably look at you cross-eyed. At least in my opinion, like nobody that I work with has anywhere near the tastes I have. So I have like nobody to talk to about this stuff. But if you mention Star Wars Galaxies, you're probably going to get one or two people that say that they were playing and they were just about to unlock Jedi when the NGE hit.
yeah, everybody and their mom.
And so if you think about that, like at the time that the NGE hit, Star Wars Galaxies had less than 200,000 subscribers. Okay. It was trending way the hell down. And this was kind of like the last ditch effort. So I'm not saying that all of them are liars, but most of them are liars. So
I agree.
yeah. So just keep that in mind. That's always something like I had seen somebody do the theorem proof of that, and I was like, interesting. Okay, so sorry guys that the hell is Jorgie wants to know what the hell is element 115. Anybody know any of the like weird Bob Lazar stuff? Am I the only one that follows that craziness?
Yeah, I definitely don't.
Okay, so apparently, according to Bob Lazar, who was like the guy who supposedly worked at Area 51, element 115 in a stable form is what they use for propulsion in alien flying saucers. That's his thing. So he actually said that he had some at one point and had taken it home, and he gets raided by the FBI like every couple of years. It's crazy. But
one is 115.
yeah, I mean that stuff would be like literally the most valuable thing in the solar system if you could prove that it exists. And back in the 80s when he came out with these claims, all the scientists are like, that's bullshit. You cannot make that element in a stable form, blah blah blah. But it actually was proven recently by a Russian lab who was able to do it for a couple seconds that yeah, it actually does exist, and we just need to figure out how to further stabilize it. So pretty crazy. Anyway, so go ahead.
I have a question for Jorgie then.
All right.
What prompted you to ask it?
Because he brought it up. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
Yeah, I had said it like real quick as like a passing comment, and he was like,
His 115s. And I had to look it up because I needed to know. Got to be educated.
Well, Rex, I mean, to be honest, it's okay that you left the Discord because nothing ever happens in there. We're not active, I'm not active, but maybe I should be, and we'll change that. It only takes one. Yeah. Well, I'm always in there, but I don't talk. Like I'm only boisterous on camera. Anyway, let's talk about some of the cool features that Restoration is going to have since we're still in a holding pattern here.
It just won't let us in.
It's just, oh, hold on. Did we get a new announcement? Stand by. We're working on the patcher. What the hell does that mean? Run your patchers. Resto is live. Oh my God. Oh my God. You ready? Let's crash the server together. This is going to be fantastic.
There's some of these new features, Tim. I do not know.
Oh, new features. Yeah. So let's go through these. All right. So One, this is the only emulator that is not a pre-C or a NGE emulator that has the full JTL expansion. Huge, absolutely huge. Before, you had no choice but to play on NGE if you wanted this. Now you can have CU, which, like I said, is my favorite part of the game. All right. Secondly, and this is we're gonna just go in order here as they get better. Crafted is king, is what they say. The best gear in the game should always be crafted by players, and one shouldn't have to choose between performance and appearance. Restoration 3 uses a modified version of the NGE's weapon core system, allowing any weapon to be crafted with in-game stats, or with endgame stats, eliminating the concept of best in slot weapons, and looted items being superior to crafted ones. So that was always a problem, right? Let's say that I had a really cool looking pistol that I wanted to use, like it matched my build. And I'm not talking appearance tab, I mean like I actually want to use it. Like it's maybe like the Republic Blaster or something, or you know, I got a really cool FW5 pistol and I just fell in love with the look of it, and like to me that's Star Wars. Or the DL44, you know, like that should be a high-end pistol too. But you couldn't, because you'd have to use something that maybe you got in like HK-47's encounter or something like that, because it was the absolute best. And if you used anything else, you were just leaving damage on the table. They're saying, no, that's not going to happen, that you can craft any schematic up to max level. So the schematics give you appearance, but you can make something whatever, and I love that decision. So it says, instead, a weapon's quality is solely determined by the crafter's skill and the quality of their resources and looted components. Hell yeah, big win. Should have always been like that. Okay. Return to Kashyyyk. Rage of the Wookiees expansion is included on Restoration 3. Return to the planet that launched with the combat upgrade and relive the adventure. Yes, so much time spent on the Riot Trail. So much time down in the Crystal Caves, you know, doing NK necrosis and all that to get Bane's heart. You guys remember those days?
Indeed.
Nice.
I feel like you dragged
I mean,
me through that one time.
I mean,
Probably
I really
did.
never played. I hit like 6 months before the Switch, and then and I was like, I think I was probably 9 or 10 at the time, so I was really just in the space. So
I'm trying to get mine to restart. My patch isn't going. It looks like Sal's getting. How do you run your patcher, Sal? Anybody? Chronic, did your patcher work?
No, I didn't seem to get any kind of update on the launcher again.
I didn't either. Try this now. Whatever. You guys can see my username. It shouldn't be surprising. It's not the password I use for my bank or anything. So, we're good.
what was the year that they changed it to NGE?
I want to say 2006, 2005.
Notification for an update.
Did you just have yours up and sitting there for a while?
No, I just closed it and relaunched it a couple of times.
Okay. So let me do that. I'm sure their server's getting absolutely hammered.
Right.
Yeah. So here we were talking about Kashyyyk. Next thing, and this is kind of cool. So this will be like a long-term thing. They told me this won't be ready for a while. But essentially, the fate of the galaxy, the Trials of Obi-Wan was released just 1 week prior to the end of the combat upgrade. I don't know if you guys remember that, but basically this came out, and then bam, the NGE hit, and oh, sad face. On Restoration 3, you'll finally have the chance to fully play this exciting expansion in the CU era, return to where it all ended, and forge a new path forward. Fuck yeah. All right, now, gotta say that Star Wars is awesome and iconic, but when you think of Star Wars, there's probably two professions you think of. Can you guys name what they are?
Bounty hunter and Jedi.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. So in this case, yeah, I mean, like they are the most iconic of Star Wars. Like we have bounty hunters in real life here, but it's not really the same. Like nobody's disintegrating and or killing their targets, right? a complicated profession. So here it talks about the bounty hunters. In addition to the PvP bounty system, which allows bounty hunters to hunt non-Jedi players, Restoration 3 also features a trophy system where upon claiming the bounty of an FRS Jedi, the bounty hunter can loot the Jedi's lightsaber. So think about that for a second. There's a couple different ways that you can handle player versus player. There are games that allowed you to actually open the corpse of your enemy and take all of their items if you wanted to. And a lot of people had advocated for that back in the day. Like if you kill somebody in PvP, like you should be able to take their weapons, just like, you know, real life. not real life, but you know what I mean? Like there'd be no one to stop us now. And there was always like some pushback because nobody wants to experience loss like that, right? So definitely a cool system, I think. And as a Jedi, that gives you even more incentive not to lose. Like you're gonna have to really be on your toes. And to be honest, if you're in the FRS system, you should be pretty strong, and that'd be pretty rare unless you get teamed up on. Go ahead.
It makes more sense for a Jedi to be looted anyway, because as a Jedi, when you die as a Jedi in CU, do you still lose the Jedi powers or whatever?
You'll lose XP.
Oh, you just lose XP?
Yeah, so basically, like, if you're grinding up, you can lose at the beginning. You can lose like a week's worth of work with a death. It's very punishing. But then, like, once you get to full template, at least the way it used to work in live was that you could never lose a skill point. But you might be negative 10 million Jedi XP that you would have to pay off before you actually gain any positive XP again. I haven't got it. I'm going to try to update it. I'm going to try to open it again. Yeah, mine did. Did you just have it up for a while, or did you keep... I
kept reloading it.
Okay. All right, I'll just have to keep doing that too. All right, let me know if you guys get in too.
I'm still downloading the files.
Yeah.
So it was in my understanding.
Coming slow.
Oh, I bet. Oh, there we go. I got an update available. Woo! Anyway, so let's go on to the next one. Sure. All right, so we talked a little bit about the bounty hunters. So the bounty hunters are gonna have some rewards, but what does that mean for the Jedi? And that means trust no one. The path of the Jedi is dangerous, and a penalty for death is severe. Any actions taken in front of other players that reveal one as a Jedi results in a TEF, temporary enemy flag, that makes the Jedi attackable by anyone. Let me read that again for you guys. This is not like it was in the CEO. Any actions taken in front of other players that reveal that someone is a Jedi results in a TEF. That includes, at least the way it used to work, is using a force power, equipping a lightsaber, wearing a robe. Okay?
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Weekends.
So if you just like use a force power and guilty, at that point that makes you a target. Is that what?
Yep.
That's messed up.
It's just how it is. I mean, that doesn't mean that they have to attack you, but they can. The thing is that, like, back in when Jedi first came out, and they called this pre-patch 9, Jedi had permadeath, okay? But a Jedi at the time in this game was also worth 20 players. You could take out 20 real-life players as a Jedi. You were that powerful. But the thing was that if you went around and did that, everybody could shoot at you. So I can remember, like, the first time I ever saw a Jedi in the game, I was in Coronet, right? Coronet, I don't know how you say it. Coruscant, or not Coruscant, Corellia. And there was a Jedi that ran in with his lightsaber, and everybody that was waiting for Dr. Bucks turned around and started shooting him. It was a good time. And he killed us all. And we all felt shame.
Still getting the login server thing, so.
I got mine updated, I think.
Doing it.
I think.
Doing it.
Did you guys pay your subscription fee?
Yeah, I would if it helped. I mean, no offense, but I make enough money off of Star Wars. I think I can pitch a little bit out there, directly and or indirectly. But yeah, so yeah, that was pretty cool. Let's see how this works. Are we, Chronic, you done downloading yet?
Not yet.
I think I finished. I clicked on something I couldn't see.
I tried.
All right. It just says connecting to the login server. We'll let that go. But anyway, while we're waiting, let me pull these back up. So yeah, so trust no one. Okay, so we talked about that. So the TEF was a big thing back in the day because you could be a temporary enemy flag. And that means that anyone could attack you, which I'd like to see how they do that with bounty hunters, because if a bounty hunter attacks me and I need to equip my lightsaber and start fighting them back, I think at one point in the live system, there was actually like a lock-in that nobody else could help with the Jedi or attack the Jedi, but some people could maybe help heal the bounty hunter if they were factional. There was all kinds of like ways to cheat that. So I'd be interested in how they say that happens here. But Restoration 3 features a life cost system for Jedi, which can result in a Force Ghost timeout penalty, wiping of their FRS progress, and more. In addition, being hunted by a bounty hunter can result in the loss of their lightsaber, so it could be looted. So I mean, there's really potentially some awesome stuff there. Yes. But the thing is, nobody knows how to become a Jedi. They haven't told us how it's going to be. They say it's a custom system that we haven't seen before, so it's unlikely to be a holo grind. It's probably not going to be the village, but I guess it could be a modified version of that. We just don't know. So at this point, I want to play the game and have fun with it, and when it comes out, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm not playing this time to be a Jedi. Not that I ever was, because whenever I first joined, I don't even think there was a Jedi in the world yet. You know, no.
Yeah, I actually joined when Jedi was actually put as an automatic thing. It wasn't something that you had to work for, so I was kind of stoked for that. But yeah, they had something like that integrated online, like into the real thing. I actually would have been super pissed because I worked hours to get my friggin' double lightsaber to how it was.
Yeah. So who is this, by the way? What is your name? Why don't you speak up and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Tirimor.
Okay. Hi, Tirimor. Good to have you in here.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, I had like 5 pristine dragon pearls and veins put in it, but that was because I had like cooperation with my guild.
Oh, really cool. Hey, can somebody throw the Discord link into the stream chat for me, as people were asking? Get that out to them. Let's see, I'm still logging in, which makes me think that this isn't working.
No, it's not. They're working on the patcher.
What the hell does that even mean? Does that mean the patcher's not working?
It means they messed up.
They're trying.
All right, I'm reloading the patcher now. We'll see if I get more patches or patch-like things.
I get patches for my patches.
Right, I need another patch. All right, so new experiences. Restoration 3 also includes most NGE content tweaked and balanced for the combat upgrade. Experience the Legacy quest line. Yeah, you thought I froze, but I actually, like, my face froze because I was like, oh. The Dathomir Quarantine Zone, and heroics such as the Battle of Hoth, IG-88, Tusken King, and much more, in a way you've never experienced them before. So I can tell you that we're all real excited about the Legacy quest line.
Okay,
I can't wait.
I have something I want to put out. If there
Go
are
ahead.
perhaps possibly a developer for the server in the chat watching, my request is to allow the neutral players to, temporarily join a faction and do the Hoth quest. Because last I checked, that's not a thing. You have to be either Rebel or Empire to do either of the Hoth sides.
Really?
That was the last I heard about it.
You mean on this server or just in general?
I think in general. I think just in like any NGE server.
So I think that kind of makes sense though too, because you almost want to reward players that had to make that choice.
Yeah, but there's a lot of content that gets locked behind being a faction when I don't want to be in the faction.
Right. No, yeah. Did you do that?
I haven't yet. Just trying to see if someone else was working on it.
I think Rex put one up. I don't think he can. He might not be able to get one through. Let me see if I can
Discord link?
Yeah, Discord link for my channel. Let me grab one.
Put it in the YouTube chat.
Okay, you put it in there? Okay, cool. Oh, here, wife unit, hand it to me. Thank you very much. Can I have another one, please? All right, she's bringing me additional Diet Cokes, which are just perfect, and it's gonna get us through this tonight. It might be 1 a.m. by the time we can do this, but you know. Well, Jorgie might not stay up that late because you know he's got a nail appointment in the morning, but the rest of us, he does.
At least you're waxed is what I'm hearing.
Exactly.
Beautification is important. It's called self-care.
I thought, Rex, maybe that was the Discord invite link, like the last 4. Thank you very much again, wife unit. Yep. All right. So we've talked about the new experiences. Now they have Tell Your Story. So Restoration 3 includes the Chronicler system, allowing players to create and share quests, run their own events, and more. Now that's something I never really got into. Does anyone here have any experience with that?
Sorry, I was playing with the launcher. What'd you ask?
Very little. Very little.
About
Okay.
the community quests.
Yeah, the Chronicler portion of it.
I benefits for getting some of the coins from doing quests that people made, but I mean, for the most part, we just made them ourselves and then went out and grinded them for the coins so that you could get different loot items for Storyteller. Like there were some house signs that was pretty cool, along with there's some other deco things that I'm not recalling, like the big glass windows that we used inside for the casino all came from Chronicler Storyteller rewards.
Yeah, that's cool. I think I just very lightly dabbled in that, so I'm not 100% sure what that's about or like what the depth is of that system. But I think that's cool. I think anytime that you can give players agency in a game like this, you really enhance what's possible. So.
I've leveled one up on Legend server, but I've never actually used it. I have seen other people use it for like guild and org events. It's a lot of set piecing. So you just got a lot of items that you can place around in the world to place like NPCs, chairs, furniture, buildings.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's kind of like tabletop building actually. That would probably be the most apt comparison I could give.
Well, is our D20 master still in here?
Yeah, no dice rolling, but like placing of assets and setting them up in the world is kind of a lot like that.
Well, that's Chaos's name because he runs a lot of tabletop games. So we call him the Galaxy Master, the D20. So, and he is still in here, but probably AFK. So, very cool. All right, so we are still in a holding pattern. We're plus 2 hours beyond lunch, but this is kind of something I expected. All right, so let's get into it. What do you guys think that you're gonna play? If we get into this and it doesn't suck and we decide to put down roots on the server, what is your ideal character? Assuming initially that you could only have one, you can have 2, but just pick your favorite character. What would your build look like? And we'll kind of talk about that a little bit in Theory Craft It.
I'm thinking something along the lines of Ranger Rifleman. Somebody who lives out in the wild with a long gun.
Okay, and what do you do with that? Is that kind of like, well, let me check. I think Creature Handler is not in. Oh, Creature Handler's in. So would that be like Ranger, Rifler, Creature Handler? Could you do that? Let's see.
Ranger and Rifleman, if you max them out, take almost everything. But I might want to get Creature Handler, and that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, you're right. They do.
Yeah, I'd have to theory craft with it, but it's something along those lines. Like the characters just go out in the wilderness or in the wilds, do some hunting.
Actually, you could be a Creature Handler Rifleman with a little bit of Ranger. You could get to at least Master Scout. But would you have to be a master creature handler? What's the difference? Let's see. Transfer, pet command range attack, battle armor rate of fire mitigation, additional pets +1, and taming wild creatures +5. Yeah, so yeah, well that's cool though. I mean, it gives you options. Like I don't know if any of you know this, but creature handler I don't believe was in the NGE in any way. Is that correct?
No, it is not.
All right, so this might be a really cool way to experience that. Go ahead.
It is and it isn't. Creature handler and bioengineer for the NGE are technically combined, but also stripped. You cannot claim wild creatures. You could only grow them, but you can have pets through that system.
Interesting. Yeah, because I remember this is the craziest shit. So when I first started on Star Wars Galaxies, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what was possible, and I didn't know what I wanted to be. Like, I didn't have any ideas that I was going to be a Jedi, right? Like, because that wasn't really a thing. Like, I joined because I bought in 100% to the idea of, who am I in the Star Wars universe? I'm not Luke, I'm not Han, I'm not Leia, I'm not anybody important, right? What would my life be? And so it ended up, like, eventually I became a bioengineer of all freaking things, and I was making creatures. And yeah, like the weirdest thing, like I can remember I had this robe. It was like this bioengineer's robe. It kind of looked like Palpatine's robe. And I was out in the wild, like sticking my needle into the ass of Rancors, hoping that they wouldn't, you know, like using my mask scent and hoping they wouldn't turn around and one-shot me. And like,
how did you just fall into that?
I don't know. I can't remember. I ended up with a group called the Fallen Angels. It was on Naboo on Scylla, and like where the lake retreat is, think like 1 kilometer east of that, so almost on the edge of the map. There was an area there where we had our city, and like the guy was an architect, and he was smart because whoever was an architect at the very beginning of the server made an absolutely crap ton of money. You know, like everybody needed to buy from you. And you know, you were able to really set it up nicely, just like Shipwrights will probably do here and everything else on this new server. But I fell in with them, and I had a friend who, like, on day 2 gave me a swoop, and I remember looking at it, I'm like, dude, that's 40,000 credits. I'm like, I've got 3,000 credits, you know, like I can't pay you for this. And he's like, don't worry about it. He's like, I bought some credits yesterday. I'm like, you what? He's like, yeah, I paid real money. He's like, and a guy delivered some credits to me. I'm like, you can do that? And I was like, holy crap.
Oh, boy. So
I didn't buy any because I was broke as hell at the time, and I couldn't possibly explain a charge like that on my dad's credit card. So I wasn't buying credits, but I was kind of like, wow, I have my first speeder bike, and I remember driving around with that, and I thought I was cool until it got blown up. But you know, it happens. But basically, like, I fell in with them, and somehow I just ended up being a bioengineer. And I remember when I sold my first pet, I was at the market on how do you say it? Is it coronet or coronet? Coronet. Okay. I always thought that it had to be French because that sounds stupid. But okay, coronet. Corellia. I was in the market there, and I had made these like pretty darn good Cusacs, and they're like combat dogs, you know, like striped dogs kind of thing. Like, think like a German Shepherd in the game. That's essentially what they were. And I had them out. I'm sorry, what was that?
With armadillo skin.
Yeah, they were weird looking. So I had made one, and this guy came up to me, and I had it following me there, and he was like, excuse me, he's like, is that for sale? And I'm like, yes. And you know, like I let him examine it and everything, and he was like, I'll give you 100,000 credits for this. And I'm just like, what? Okay, all right. And he's like, do you have any more? And then I pulled out like another one, and he's like, that one's even better. I'll give you 250,000 credits for that. And I was just like, oh, okay, all right. You know, and I was like, I have some more. And he wasn't interested in those because I guess they weren't as good. And I don't know what they're looking for. Like I just made stuff because, you know, you're supposed to make stuff. And it turned out to be really good.
Do you remember if it was difficult to get into bioengineering?
Like, I just remember I sat in a lot of camps and went out with groups and did stuff, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I think what really, to be honest, I don't remember anything about the minutia of it, but like what really helped me was that group that I joined was super active. So my recommendation for you is, if you want to play on a server like this, or really any server with Star Wars Galaxies, if you fall in with a good group that's active and has like leadership that creates events for you and goes out and does things, that community aspect will get you through this game so much easier than if you try to do it on your own. You totally can do it on your own. This is a game that you can totally lone wolf and, you know, buy what you need from terminals and rarely interact with people, and you'll do fine. But like that group thing can really help you. But to answer your question, I don't remember. I just know that like I used to get eaten by rancors a lot.
So I ask because
You guys
I
are
asked-
trying to get in right now.
you can get but you got in.
I almost did, and then it kicked me out.
What does that mean? What does almost mean? Like you opened the door and
That
Well,
means the
connecting
bouncer
to
let
the
him look
login,
inside.
it said the login server was open, and then it canceled my connection.
they were like, not this guy. Good players only. Connecting to the
Yeah, I was-
login server.
I asked about the difficulty of bioengineering because post NGE creature, I forgot what it was called. I think it was Beastmaster. I call it Beastmaster.
Ah,
Making
yeah.
Beast is a nightmare in post NGE because you literally need something from every single other trader type in the game in order to finish your pet.
Yeah, I remember those, and there was like some really like crazy amount of like complexity to that, where they're like mini games, right? That you could try to make like the ultimate craziest pet ever.
It's a nightmare, and it's why
Yeah.
pets will talk day and night about Legends economy, but it's also part of the reason why pets are so hard to get in other servers and post NGE servers, because they're a nightmare to make.
Right. Now, Sal, whenever you're doing this, did you just leave the connecting the login screen rolling the whole time and then eventually got in, or did you get straight in?
I just left it going, and then I had to restart my thing. I might restart it as an administrator in a moment.
You always want to run as administrator.
You know, because apparently my administrator account doesn't count.
Yeah, that's always pissed me
Not
off about Windows.
administrator,
I got a new laptop, and I have to figure out how to disable that. I haven't had to do that in years, so it's pissing me off. I just always want to run as administrator as a thing and get rid of all the Windows security crap and all that. Okay, so that didn't work, but yeah. So tell me about that. So you were a bioengineer, huh? In the Legends.
No, I tried it. I tried getting into it, and then I was like, this is fucking stupid. And I stopped. I tried. I wanted to, but it is so ridiculous. Because like I said, there are about 15 different stages or some crap like that. Like over a dozen. And every single trader has to have be included in it. Like it requires everything from structures, droids,
Right.
weapons, armor. It needs something from everybody. It's so annoying.
I believe it. We're just
That
kinda-
sucks.
We're gonna bounce around here from my different scenes. Okay, so now I gotta look this way. All right. Yeah, that's not as helpful. There's my R2 unit. All right, back to the cockpit.
I'm putting together a crew. You in?
Hey, J. John is now one of the captain's crew. Welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for that. Why is the alert box not above the video screen? It absolutely should be. There we go. It's been remedied, guys. Like, come on, I've been away for a while. You know, give me a break. All right, so I think my build is going to be Master Bounty Hunter, Master Rifleman, and then I'm going to pick up some Combat Medic, and maybe like up to here, and that gives me 3 points left. And I don't really know if there's anything else that I can do with that. Maybe down here I can pick up one more. Healing Efficiency. Let's see, is that... Yeah, okay, we get that one. That's probably good. That would help me. So, yeah, that would be all of my points right there. So, Master Bounty Hunter, Master Rifleman. So I'm at a distance when I shoot my Jedi or my prey. I can heal myself a little bit, but I'll have to buy my own. I'll have to buy my heals because I won't be able to make them. And I should be able to last a little bit against somebody. I think that would be pretty good. That uses all but one of my skill points. And then My bounty hunter is going to have to be an Imperial because, I mean, you know, the Imperials rule the galaxy, guys, and it makes sense that you're taking Imperial contracts as a bounty hunter. You work for pretty much anyone, but you would probably have to outwardly align yourself as a rebel. I think being neutral there kind of like keeps you away from a lot of the game. Neutral, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I don't think it was a mistake to have a neutral faction, but I definitely think that the game
wasn't a mistake.
Okay, but the game definitely wants to push you in a way to make a decision because it is the galactic civil war in this era that defines it, you know.
I think it was probably something they left behind because, like I said earlier, with Hoth, to my knowledge, was completely gated off to neutral. You have to be a faction, so yeah, content does get lost if you're neutral.
That's what she said, Joe.
I would have been a neutral pilot because they allow you to fly the Naboo N1, but I was like, is it really worth it? Because if I go Rebel, I do get to fly around with X-Wings and shit.
It's worth it to me. I love the N1 fighter.
Hold on, Sal said something. Sal, what'd you say?
I honestly think that the ships being locked behind certain factions now, like Empire makes sense, but there being like a whole neutral faction, those ships not being able to be on the Rebel team doesn't make sense at all because as we know,
it didn't make sense.
The Rebel team picked up whatever they could use, so
yeah, they picked up freaking Clone Wars fighters, not just V-wings, also freaking arcs, fucking maybe the old Y-wings, the V-19s, anything to get their hands on, including Lats.
Crap. I might have lost you guys. I hope not. Are you there?
yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
I hit the wrong button and all of a sudden my Streamlabs OBS went crazy and now I feel a lot of shame. Okay.
As you should.
Yeah, so shorter story shorter, yeah, the Rebels pretty much got anything they could get their grubby hands on.
The grubby hands.
It didn't make
Those
sense
dicks.
that the game was built like that you couldn't use any ship that you guys could find.
Do we get any new announcements yet? Everything is online, however, we have very high load from all the activity. Please be patient with the patcher and the login server. The game server is online. The website keeps refreshing due to load issues. Remember, almost 1,000 people are trying to patch, create accounts, and log in right now. Oh, believe me, I never forgot. Like,
First 5 people in get the Jedi.
yeah.
We've been waiting over an hour on this patch.
Jorgie, did you actually patch it?
I'm gonna say yes.
So the answer is not yes, but that's okay because I still.
We're gonna use your imagination.
I'm gonna leave that up for a second and see what happens. We'll just fingers crossed on that.
I just want my bump and
Always
grind.
tip your dancer.
Yeah, no, we need him to be a Twi'lek. Seriously, like Jorgie is a male Twi'lek, a male Twi'lek dancer in our club.
That's not what you said originally.
I know, but I think this is funnier. So, now I would like you to be a female Twi'lek, but if you're a male, then I have to I can't spend a whole lot of time in the club. I got to get what I need and leave. You know what I mean? Okay, that didn't sound good either.
Jorgie, though.
That's much better either.
You just come back to me. I can do better.
So, all right, is everybody just going to be using their name, or does anybody have any interesting names that they're going to use?
I don't want to put my name out there right now in case anybody else wants to troll me and grab it.
Oh, okay.
Once I
But
get it,
it's
I'll tell it to you.
it's not gonna be something I typically use. I'll just say that. Okay, so let's talk about your live name. Okay, back when you played live, as I said before, I started on January 26, 2003, and I remember that because for Christmas, and I got it early because my parents were divorced, and I only got to see my dad. Occasionally whenever I was in college, so like on breaks and stuff, he'd fly in and see me. But he brought me my computer. It was like an upgraded computer, and that was my Christmas gift that year. And so I could finally play Star Wars Galaxies. So I was so excited. but it was like I think December 24th that I got it, and all the stores were closed December 25th, and there was no online distribution of games back then whatsoever. You had to buy a physical box. So I can remember December 26th, I grabbed my girlfriend and we went to Target, and it was there, and it was like sitting in the box, you know, the Star Wars Galaxies box. And I'm just like, oh, you know, I'm like, I have to have this. And she's like, this is really cool. So we went back and I logged in. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. It was so much fun, you know? And she was a nerd too, because like, she was one of those cute engineers. That was probably a mistake, breaking up with her. But, you know, at the time it was the right move.
In hindsight, because she was an engineer.
Yeah, she was an engineer. She would have made good money. You know, those are not the things that you necessarily care about when you're, you know, an in shape 21-year-old junior in college that's just, you know, looking to be.
We got 13 players.
You know how it is. 13 players logged in?
Yeah.
Those lucky sons of bitches.
All before you.
Yeah.
Kicked me out.
It just kicked you out?
No. It kicked me out early. I could have been one of those 13.
I hope to be number 16. I can't, you know, number 16, number 17. I'd even go with number 20. I'd accept any of those.
20.
There. What? Fuck.
I want to be number right now.
26.
I just want my name. I don't care about any of this. Like, I just want my name.
Yeah, how I got Star Wars Galaxies, I got that, I think it was like 2 games and one thing with Emperor at War, and it had Star Wars Galaxies in it.
Okay. So it was like the Jump to Lightspeed pack?
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, none of these youngins would understand about, like, yeah, we used to have to go out and get our video games.
Youngins? How old are you, sir?
I'm 28.
You're 28. Do you know how old I am?
No.
I'm gonna turn 40 this year.
Damn. And I thought
Wait,
I was
really?
old.
Like, totally and seriously. I am 39 years old until November.
Dude, you look good for a 40-year-old.
Well, thank you. That's part of like one.
No.
I'm in. Fuck you all.
It kicked me out.
I knew it.
Okay, I gotta go quick, guys. I practiced this. I got my name, Tim Katarn. Hell yeah, kiss my ass. All right. The other thing too is that, like, unless one of us decides to go dancer for the self ID, you better do as good as you can on this, because you're at the mercy of some other guy if you want to change it. I don't know if you remember that system, but that wasn't a lot of fun. So, okay, eye color, eye shape, eye size. Let's random these. What do we got? Oh,
Dancers and medic are going to be making.
that's fine. Let's change the eye shape a little bit. We're in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm switching over to the in-game screen. 1 second. There we go. I'm one of the chosen. I feel pretty good about this, actually. All right, so
I'm mad, actually. I feel like it was
let me change my eye angle. It's stolen. It was because you said it too. Eye size should be bigger. Okay, the nose width. So there's a lot more options if you're the image designer. You can like change somebody and make it better. I think that's gonna be pretty good, because what we're gonna do is give them like a proper mouth and chin here in the next one. So go in here. Age. Yeah, we'll just make him young. He should be exactly, you know, who I want to be. Nice mouth there, proportionately. So that's a question. Do you guys make an idealized version of your character, or do you try to make them close to yourself?
I am way too lazy.
Okay, we should fill out his cheeks too, because then he doesn't. There we go. He looks fairly real like that. I could accept that. That's probably what I want to look like, at least.
I'm exceptional.
Right there.
Well, my ship writes in.
All right, it's starting to happen.
Now I can tell you my name, Admiral Snack Bar.
Of course it is. God, have to give you a change name token.
Get out of here. Just get out.
Really? Come on,
He-
dude.
First admin that sees it's just gonna be insta ban.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go straight to jail. All right, we're gonna give him gray hair just like me. Here we go. All right. First of all, those eyebrows, those probably match my big ass bushy eyebrows. There we go. Yeah. All right. So we're making me in the game. What do I look like?
Oh, we got 72 now. I'm not gonna
It's happening. There you go. This is always the look I usually go for. There's like really good hairstyles that are locked behind image designer. So there's that. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Tim Katarn. Now the problem is I forgot to customize my clothing, so I was trying to get through so fast. I don't want to reset him. If I go back, do I get to keep? Yeah, okay. Military. See this belt? At least unless they changed it, this is the only time in the entire game where you can get this belt. So if you choose outdoors, there's a very so many paths. All right, here we go. We're logging in. Woot! Woot sauce! Oh my god! Hey Sam. Yeah, what's up? All right. Oh my god, the fireworks here. I gotta get away. The number of people coming in at once and just like all the explosions in that spot are strobing and death-defying.
What is it? Just shoot up fireworks?
Look, yeah, just look at the stream for a second. Skill up, skill up, skill up, skill up.
The stream is really delayed.
Okay.
Now I'm
should
seeing it.
Should be about 15 seconds. Boom! Boom! Welcome! Welcome to the world. Today's your first day. All right. Yeah, now somebody needs to help me set up this interface because it's been so long that I don't even know how to do it correctly. All right, so we want this. We actually probably just get rid of that. Let's take this and put it here up in the corner. Yes.
So this will
Okay.
actually be my first post-CU pre-NGE server. I've never played one before.
Well, I would like to be the second to welcome you to the server.
Well, I haven't been welcomed to begin with yet because I can't get in, so you're the
Well,
first. Yay.
Well, I don't want to be the first. I don't want to be anyone's first. I've had like bad experiences with that. So,
Our YouTube advertisers love you.
I don't make any money on YouTube.
It's been so long since I played this game that I
What
can't
the-
remember. I remember there was like smuggler, bounty hunter, dancer, Jedi, fucking. I think there was a commando.
Okay, so there's skill trees down here that we can look at. Okay. It doesn't, maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't show me what I need to get there. That's weird. You know how like in the trees it used to say, you know, it comes from whatever? Their skill trees, at least right now, don't show me that. Or maybe there's an advanced version that I need to click on or something. But if you can see my stream, like Master Bounty Hunter, it doesn't show me what opens, what I need to get there. Now I know from previous experience, it's like range support, right? And whatnot, but that's something I would like to see them update because that's kind of a problem. Let's go through and try to fix this. The other thing I was having problems with too, and I don't know if somebody in the chat can help me or you guys can help me, is I was on this last night on their test server, and every time I double clicked on somebody, okay, thank God it looks like it's fixed. I would double click them and it wouldn't do anything, and I'd have to radio menu everybody. So that was annoying. I would also really like for them to give us the option. Let me see if this works. Yes, okay, thank God. I would also like to give them the option to make the camera overhead. I do not like the shoulder look, and I'm pretty sure that it's a it was an option at least later in the game. That's something that really should come back. So let's take a look
Yeah,
here.
I remember it wasn't.
NGE does.
I think it was pretty much like World of Warcraft mode or something.
Yes, NGE does have an option for toggling off the offset camera, but I don't know if CU, post-CU, or pre-CU did.
Here we go. Camera vertical offset. I don't think that's it. Oh, this is for space. Camera zoom speed, game mouse, invert mouse look, mouse pointer default, clicking nothing on targets, automatic ship leveling, invert joystick. How about interface? What do we have? Show damage meter. Yeah, can somebody throw in a Discord link into the chat into the Yahoo, or sorry, Yahoo, YouTube chat? Man, that's how old I am. Remember when Yahoo chat was a thing? I bet you don't, because you're not 40.
I tried doing that earlier, but I don't think it showed.
It probably gets like, it probably gets trunicated.
Speakers already.
Oh. Gospel is a streamer, so they might have given him one. I don't know. Type /flash and see what happens. Oh, I got a flash too. All you get to do is type /flash. You're good to go.
Okay. Nice.
All right.
That Discord link show?
No, and it didn't give me an option to approve it either. Let me see if maybe it just didn't come through and I can see it on YouTube. 1 second. Okay, so it's gonna have to put the second half in. So you know it's Discord dot and then just put in whatever that is and see if that goes through. And then JCon
It's an invite link, so I don't know if that'll work.
You so young. You older than 40, Alf?
Now, remind me, any of you guys, was there a time that you used to be able to fly around the planet with the ship?
At the very end, yes, and I never played that, but I think Chronic did. Because once the announcement came out that it was sunsetting, I never logged in again. I said, fuck this, I'm not, putting myself through this anymore. And I never did it again. Jaycon called me a dick. I like it. I had to approve you calling. I like that. I had to click on and click approve that you said that you're 48 here and you are a dick. And I definitely am a dick. And I just approved you calling me that. That's actually kind of fun. Jorgie can definitely verify that. So I can't find anything that, damn it. That's one thing I do not like. I really want that to be fixed. Maybe we can persuade them to not do that. I like this interface color better. Target of target is good. Just a few that you have here, like the restoration. I like blue and gray. I think that's fine. Let's go into the key map here and make sure that we're good. There were a few things that we had to do, and I can't 100% remember. It's been so long since I set one of these up. I'm just gonna look. Primary action and attack. Secondary attack. Set intended target, mouse button 3 or X. I think if we clear that, I really want to set the intended target to be mouse button 2. I find that to be better. Unless this is space. Okay, UI. Inventory is I. I actually like the modal chat a lot better. Modern. Let's do that. Didn't change anything. I kind of like to do Control I and stuff like that. Let's see how this looks.
Well, I've got extra buttons on my mouse, so I have like, plus the modifier keys, I get like an extra 8 buttons on my mouse.
Nice. I had a Naga once, but like, I don't have the I don't have the brain for that.
I couldn't do that either.
There's just too much going on, Let's fix our field of view, because I had it really high before, because I had it on my full screen, and I can only use half of it to stream. So I think that's probably more realistic.
field of view in this game is so skewed. So weird.
Is the character load manager helping or hurting? I think it's hurting. Let's get that away. I want high detail for everything. Oh, here it is. Offset camera. Thank God. Okay, so in your graphics, if you underneath field of view, there's six buttons down. If you click offset camera, it goes away, and you can change your camera height. So thank you, baby Jesus, and all of the other babies that made that happen.
I'll do just that if I ever get in.
I'm not gloating or anything, but I'm in. So
I know you're in.
yeah. All right, and my this is perfect. So my G13 is allowing me to WASD my thumb pad, so I don't need to. I can just move like this. Freaking perfect. All right, let's see what we have. So when we first open up, we have a flash speeder. We'll get rid of melee hit. We don't need this. What is this? Back to shot. So this is image design. I don't need that. What is this? Cover charge. Really don't need that. Hold on. We're trying to see what's up in the toolbar now. I have a good time with this. Let's see. This ability allows you to select a profession-specific inspiration buff for your target. This is all image designer shit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did they maybe give us image designer as free? Why do I have that? Do you get okay, so you get all the novice boxes automatically. Interesting. So I have novice entertainer, novice artisan, novice medic, scout, brawler. And it's only showing me as having 160 points available, which is strange to me.
Is it supposed to give you more later?
I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe as we level up, I mean, we'll all figure this out together, I suppose. But I would think that I would see 200 and some skill points down here, but it's only showing, yeah, 160. So that would change things. I think it would be really hard to even be a bounty hunter. Let me pull up the calculator real quick. So if I reset the calculator and I say bounty hunter, that gives me 129, and I wouldn't even have like a range gun. So that can't be right. I think you probably have to gain skill points as you gain boxes. That just makes sense. Yeah. Because at the very least, you need 198 to get a Master Bounty Hunter, Master Pistolier, Master Rifleman, etc. So I think that that's probably intended, perhaps. But I guess we'll find out. That's kind of weird. Did somebody get JCon his link? All right, I'm gonna do it. I got you. I'm gonna give you a solid here. Let me see if I can figure this out.
You're gonna have to, 'cause I can't.
I need to create link, invite people, Discord link. I want just this, please. Okay, I'll copy that. I think maybe I can post it. We'll see. There we go. Just take out the I, or probably still works. Let me know if you have any problems with that link. But that's our Discord. There are more people on this Discord than you probably would expect, and nobody talks. So just throwing that out there.
What are you talking about?
I mean, aside from the people in here who are my core group, there's like 10 of us maybe that have ever said anything on this Discord in the chat. Well, you used to be on my videos, so.
Used to, but I forgot I was in this Discord server.
And you were like, damn it, now that I remembered, I have to delete it. I get it. All right, so I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking that we get more skill points as we level. So right now I'm level 1, but it also shows me with this icon, which is hilarious. Oh, I can change it to whatever I want. Look at that. Ooh, I'm a target now. I'm a hard target like Jean-Claude Van Damme. All right, very cool. Let's take a look. So we have a flash speeder. We're gonna generate this vehicle. And I'm going to put it here because that's where I like my speeders to go. What is this? This is burst run. It's actually pretty useful. I'm going to have it somewhere on there. knockdown recovery. Yeah, we'll keep the knockdown recovery. That'll keep us being able to get up, I suppose. Survey, I don't really need that, so we'll remove that. And what's this? Taunt increases the aggro. Okay, that could be helpful. So we're gonna do this. Very exciting. I think there's I need to fix the chat. The profanity filter is on. How am I supposed to know when people say mean things to me? That's just not fair. Okay, that's good. I want to see it all. I don't know what this says. I'm going to assume this says balls to suck, and then everybody giggled. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, this look at this. There's 5 letters that have been grayed out, and it says to suck.
Oh.
So, I mean, like, my Jeopardy skills say, sorry, it's what?
I might be getting in.
You might be getting in. All right, I'm going to wait for you guys here. All right, so here we have, let's take a look. We get some cool loots from being among the first people to ever log into the server. We get the Restoration III Founders Plaque. And this arm here has a history. Does anyone know what this arm is? Come on, you pre-NGE Jedi out there, especially the ones after pre-patch 9 in the village. You should know. What is this?
Can it be multiple choice?
Yeah, okay. It could be, well, it's obviously a cybernetic arm. So is this a cybernetic arm that came off of NK Necrosis? Is it a cybernetic arm that came off of a random NPC in the wild, which is one of the most rare arms in the game? Or is it a cybernetic arm that came from Meliki, the NPC you need to defeat in order to become Force sensitive?
I only know the first one, so I'm going to say the first one.
Incorrect. I believe this is Meliki's arm. Not 100% on that, but that's what I think it is.
Dang, the fact that you said people who were pre-NGE Jedi should know that. Should have given it away.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm sure somebody else will definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but when I see that, that's what I think. Let's see, we've got the combat upgrade decorative plaque. So there was a gold one and a silver one, and I don't remember what the difference is. Like, some people only got one over the other.
I say second one.
Second one. Okay.
I think it's a robot arm attached to a piece of wood.
Okay, thanks, Jorgie. Appreciate it.
That's
Way to
just
show.
my professional observation.
Way to show up. I like it. All right. Looks like we also have a Restoration 3 Founder shirt with a cybernetic experience chip effect. So what does this do? This probably gives me additional. Okay, I have to bio-link it to myself, which is fine. But let's take off my vest. What does that look like? Oh, look at that. It's got Restoration 3. It probably gives me some kind of experience boost, I think. Let's see. Yeah, over here.
Yeah, I saw that on their website. They said there was a shirt they'd give you in game that would give you a small XP buff.
1.5%, which is just enough that if you're a min-maxer, you'll wear it, and if you're anyone else, you'll say, screw that, that looks like ass, and Captain Katarn doesn't wear shirts that look like ass, unless he's going to the club. So, yeah. All right, so we also have a Slitherhorn, a form-fitting undershirt, a cold weather jacket. Nice. That'd be interesting if they ever had like states in the game, kind of like Star Citizen, where you had to like go around and equip yourself depending on what it is that you're doing. Very cool. So we've got enough here. They've basically given us all of the tools to get started. So that's kind of nice to see, because like if you wanted to be a musician and you didn't even have a Slitherhorn to get started and you had no money, you would be really screwed. So this is at least something. All right, so I'm going to equip my CDF rifle. CDEF. Does anyone know what CDEF stands for?
Criminal Defense Enhanced Forest.
Okay, well that was good. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking Coruscant Defense something force. Or not Coruscant, a Corellian defense force, because that was like a big thing back in the books, you know, Haran.
Making that up, I don't know.
Elite.
I have a question though.
Yep.
Where are the client settings? I can't seem to find them.
Oh, are you already in?
No.
Okay. You have to, the launcher isn't set up right unless they fixed it. You actually have to go into your folder with all your SWG stuff. And if you look at, Chronic, can you post what I sent? Here, I'll find it. Give me 2 seconds. I'll post it up there, the exact file you need to open. It's an exe file, and then it will, shit, this is not right. Maybe did I put it into general chat? JCon, I just let it sit there, I think, but I'm not 100% on that. I know I sent you a screenshot of my place to grab it. I don't see it now.
I think I'm in.
You're in. Yeah, so there's a client, it's like SWG client _R. You have to run that, and it'll change it'll give you options to set your Windows resolution and different stuff like that.
Yeah, because clicking the cogwheel on the launcher just opens up the client.
There we go. Look at this. I have a flash speeder, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, baby, this brings back memories. This thing was 20 grand. And quite honestly, as long as you had 20 grand, you were pretty much, there we go. Did one of you invite me to a group, or am I in a group with someone else?
I'm not in game.
Okay. Anybody else in?
I am.
Okay. What's your name? Seliath. Chlorard. Okay, let me leave this group then, since I don't know this person and they're not claiming to know me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. I kept clicking on him and I couldn't leave group.
I mean, I know there's...
You have to click on yourself. Who thought
I know there's Corellia security, but that's like Corsac, and I think that's space. Unless I might be wrong, that's for the whole freaking planet.
Makes sense. Sal, I sent you things. Type /join. Okay, now get in my seat.
The only reason I remember Corsac is because of he used to be a pilot.
All right, nice. So Sal and I are gonna go off and see Gendra because that's just what it says to do. You know, finding your way. Well, hold on a second. Time out. Let's look at our journal here. There's got to be a quest journal, right?
Me behind.
I don't know what any of these icons mean. I think they changed them.
Are there player levels?
Yeah. And the thing is, like, at least when combat upgrade was live, if you had like a battle-tainer, that's what they called them, like somebody who had all the entertainer professions and then like one combat profession, you were only like level 54. So I don't know if they changed that or not. Like, you were kind of weak. You had to be like a... Go ahead.
How does that work? Do you get a level for every box you unlock?
I think probably, but we'll figure it out as we go, right?
I think I remember like 70 being the max level for this game. I'm not sure. It's been a while.
All right, hang on. I want to... Did you figure out what the quest journal is?
I have not.
Journal J. Okay, yeah, hit J. So crafting and entertainment professions, that's going to be a big no for me. So I am not going to look at that one. Instead, we're going to go do a speeder for me. Let's go do some wiring. You going to be a crafter, Sal?
I don't know yet.
Okay. Well, I mean, don't delete the quest then. Or you can, I'm pretty sure, never start that quest again. But this is the start of the legacy quest, and I'm sure there'll be 100,000 people out here. All right, so we got to get out. It might be easier for this part just to hide our speeder, so let me put it away.
You gonna give me an invite too? You just gonna drop my group and drive away?
Are you here? Oh, that was your group?
Yeah.
I thought you were Admiral Snack Bar.
Yeah, that's my crafter.
Oh. So you made 2 characters already?
Yes.
Oh shit, I gotta do that. I'll be right back. Everybody chill right here at the destroyed engine part. Meet at the destroyed engine part. That way you'll get away from everybody. And I'll be right back. I gotta do it. Return to character selection. Create a new character. What's his character gonna be? Everybody know? Oh shit. Oh shit.
Did you fuck up?
I might not get back in. Now I have to deal with the login server. No. How did you do it and not have to deal with the login server twice? You're just giggling. That's not an answer.
I did have to deal with it. It just took me a minute.
And then you got in. So if you just stayed on the connecting and then it worked. Okay. Fingers crossed I didn't screw up the stream, but we all know me. I probably did. Crafting was still lacking. Yeah.
Where's the skills list?
It's the one with the lightning bolt, I'm pretty sure, at the bottom. Like I said, they changed all the icons. Not that I would remember the old icons, but I don't understand the new ones either, so I'm going to use that as my excuse for why I don't know what's up. Man, this is an exciting day. Sunder needs to get his ass here. Chronic, message him and tell him it's cool, and we need him. We need his special brand.
Cool. We don't know that.
No. We need a special brand of pessimism. He's going to be in here and be like, this sucks. You know, this game's a disappointment. Yeah. You know, he complains about everything, but that's why we like him. Keeps me grounded whenever I'm all excited about Star Citizen. He's like, that game sucks. Have you ever finished a quest? It's like, stop it, that hurts.
I mean, he's right. I mean,
Yeah.
Other than the suck part, I don't think we've ever finished anything ever.
I may have spent a lot more money in that.
In Star Citizen, I'm up to like $4,000 now.
Too much.
I'm up to over $2,000.
It's
The last time,
$60.
the last time we played it, Tim, I was only at like 70.
It just grabs you, doesn't it? You're just like, wow, I really like that ship.
I own almost every alien ship.
There you go. I just picked up a Polaris today. So
I'm steering away from the large ships. I don't really find crews to fly with. I like a lot of the small ships and fighters.
I had the Perseus, which is like, think of like our Quentin's class in Star Wars terms. But the fucking Polaris is like the Vindicator. And I stepped up to the Polaris, but specifically because it holds the X-Wing fighter, the new Scorpius. It'll fit in its hangar.
No, don't do that.
I don't know how I feel about that one yet.
You should have warned me, Chronic. Damn it.
What?
Like that I was going to kick myself out.
It only took me like 2 minutes to get back in.
Okay, all right, I'll wait here patiently.
Longer in the character creation screen than I spent trying to get back into it.
Yeah.
I've got a problem.
Yeah.
I
Pull
have
up.
About 34,726,088 skill points.
You do?
Is that
Yes.
a problem?
I don't know.
Time to
Doesn't sound
master
like
the
a problem.
game.
First time.
Wow. I guess. Yeah, it sounds like you have everybody's skill points. We're all missing some, and it gave them to you. So, did they say anything about the skill points in the Discord?
Skill points available 456 million.
You have 456 million?
245.
Time.
You guys are.
You still have to build the experience, though, don't you?
Huh?
Yeah, but I mean, like, we don't want somebody to be like literally everything. You can't be Ray, okay? It's just not possible.
I want to be the moisture farming Ray.
You want to be moist?
Giggity.
Giggity. Except it's not letting me select any of these.
Wow. You don't get to select them. You have to have the XP and then go train them. Actually, I don't know. In the NGE, does it just, or not the NGE, the NGE it just popped. Do we have to pay for them here? Yeah.
You have to go see a trainer.
But
Or
I can
you
still
have to
teach you.
I still need to go see.
already learned it to teach it to you.
Okay, so I can't.
We'll find the trainer.
There we go. I think I'm in. Yes. Yes. Extremely heavy. Connecting the galaxy. Oh god. Heavy breathing. Extremely heavy breathing.
Probably really far down on the list because I've restarted my client a few times trying to get those client settings.
I just redid it real quick. It was like sitting on the login server login, so I hit cancel and then redid it and it instantly connected me. But now I'm trying to connect to the server and the server's like, you know what, Tim, maybe we should like just chill out on that a little bit, huh? So it's not letting me connect to the galaxy. We'll see.
It's marksman trainer.
I have more perseverance than they think. And aside,
when did they add? Sorry, when did they add the tutorial? Does anybody remember that?
Much later.
the
So is that
tutorial
like-
came with the NGE, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I remember reading a blog post about somebody that was complaining about their job working on Star Wars Galaxies. And do you want to hear what like the worst job could probably ever be as like a developer? Maybe they were QA, maybe they were a developer, but they said they worked on the game. And their job every single day was to log in the morning, create a new character, and play through the legacy quest and come up with ideas to make it better and or streamline it or fix any bugs for it. That was their job.
Oh,
Play the legacy quest from start every day. I would have to quit. Like, as much as I like the idea of being a game developer, as much as I would like working on this game in particular, that is a certain level of torture that I don't think that anyone can really endure.
I couldn't. Not like that. That is a terrible way to do it. Like, you have admin tools. You have people who should have admin tools to say, all right, we just want you to run over this leg of the quest 10, 20 times. Fine. Do that in a couple of days. Do that in a week, whatever. But every single day going in and doing the whole...
Yeah.
Oh.
He was like, this was my job for 6 months. And he's like, and after 6 months, he's like, I wanted to die. He's like, I was done. He's like, there's like all of the things that I thought I liked about Star Wars didn't matter anymore. You know?
That is a horrible thing to do to any of your employees, to have them work in that way.
Right. I agree. So...
Even if it was fun. Doing it like that
Yeah.
is terrible.
Right. All right, so I got in. I'm making my secondary character. His name is Dak O'Neill, which is actually a shout out and callback to my old character Dak.
This is a young man.
All right, Colonel.
No, everyone says that, but that's Jack O'Neill. That's, well, yeah, but I only knew about that later. Like, people would, and actually, like, I had an imperial title of Colonel, so I would have it under my name, you know, like Colonel Tim O'Neill, and people would be like, "Sir, when can we go in the Stargate?" And I'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Because like back then, I did not watch Stargate. It was on, you know, like Showtime, and I didn't have Showtime, and that just wasn't my thing, you know.
Okay, Tim O'Neill's not as bad, but Dak O'Neill, come on, that's clearly a reference.
Maybe. Oh, look at those eyes. They're so dreamy. I could get lost in them. Nobody says anything. I'm gonna make his mouth huge. He looks like a Rugrat now. I can do that, and that's apparently a thing. They're bringing back Rugrats. I got an email from Paramount Plus. I guess they're like, this guy's in the demographic. He probably watched it as a kid. He'll watch it again.
Wait, like remaking it or just re-releasing the old?
Like remaking it.
It looks bad.
I can't get into the reasons why you can't like show Rugrats anymore for political reasons, because I mean, like, I'm not anyone to get canceled, but I would get canceled, if that makes sense.
I love that show.
Nose protrusion. There we go. Man, that's a sexy looking man. except he's not, because Dak is not a sexy guy. So that's what we're gonna do.
Should just make him look like dill pickles.
Oh, I got connection lost. Did anybody else get connection lost?
I'm trying to create my character. Maybe I'm the one that
Not
broke
yet.
it. I don't think I'm getting my character. It's just spinning on creating your character. Oops, guys, it couldn't handle the power of Dak O'Neill. It was like, dude, God, down, dead.
It's official. Tim crashed the servers.
The galaxy is full. Please choose a different galaxy.
No.
100 characters. Couldn't handle the rest.
How many were on the website?
I don't know.
What was the website that you were using? What were you looking on the website?
Oh, there was 100 people at one point. I was looking on the Discord.
Oh, here it is. Oh, status offline. Population 0. Highest population 102. Record set on. Yay. Accounts created 1,200.
Hold on, there's an announcement. The server will restart in 5 minutes for an increase in population limit.
Oh, so they set it to 100.
Bastards.
Okay, so that's actually pretty smart. Not saying I wouldn't expect that from anyone, but incrementally doing that.
You bastards.
Well, I have a feeling that Dak O'Neill, yeah, he doesn't exist. Not anymore. He exists in my heart only.
Let's keep him there.
Yeah. So so far so good.
So if I come in and sweep that, how mad would you be?
If you come in and what? Swipe the name Dak? I got dashes, I got all kinds of stuff.
I've got numbers.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm prepared for pretty much any eventuality. So don't think that my name hasn't been taken before, but that was one of the other things I was going to talk about at the beginning of the show, and I didn't get a chance to do it. One of the craziest things was that, like, whenever I logged in December 26th, 2003, that's 6 months after the game launched, essentially. That's when I got the game and had the stuff to actually play it. I went to make a name, and this is my first MMO. I've never ever had to make a name for myself in a game. Like, if I played KOTOR earlier in the year, I just put my name as Tim, because that's me. I'm playing as me. And I'm just like sitting there for a while, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Like, what's my name? And it never even once crossed my mind to have something stupid like Admiral Snack Bar. Like I am kind of rubbing you there, Chronic, but I was 100% into the roleplay aspect of it, because I was like, wow, I can be me in Star Wars. Other people are them, So yeah, I just sat there and I'm like, well, I could be me. And I typed in Tim, and then for the last name, I was like, well, O'Neill's my middle name. I could put that there. Okay. That's safer. It's a fairly common name. So I put that in.
Katarn is your last name.
It is now. Yeah. I'm actually going to legally change it to Katarn too at some point here.
How does Mrs. feel about that?
Oh, anything would be better than what we have now, she says. So we don't like her name, and since I'm not having kids, the name kind of dies there. So yeah, I'm fine with that. My dad isn't, but whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'm also kind of particular with my username. I came up with it back in 2003, and I've pretty much used it ever since, anywhere I can, unless it's been taken.
Yeah. Pretty cool though, man. Pretty crazy how that all worked. Yeah, so I ended up getting Tim O'Neill, and that was me in game. I ran with some really cool people. It's Alder and Mac from Scylla. I've always wanted to hook up with them again, because they were actually from Alaska, and I live in Pennsylvania. So, at the time, I was working over the summer at a Subway in the town I lived in, between semesters that summer, and we were like hanging out and we'd play online, but I would work the night shift. So I get home at 11 and they wouldn't log in until like 1 a.m. and we'd play all night until like 5, 6, 8 a.m. in the morning, and then I'd go to bed and wake up at normal time and go to work. But it wasn't terrible. As a college student, I think you can get away with that. So I made some good friends there. Haven't seen them again. And once the NGE hit, they were like, fuck this. and they went to play WoW, and they begged me to play WoW with them, and I just wouldn't. I could not do that, you know. So that was not for me.
Just imagine, as old as we are, 30s and 40s, how many internet communities and friends we have met over the internet. How many of those have we just kind of fallen out of? I've had several.
Yeah. I was in an amazing guild, and it will always be the guilds or the gold standard for like what I think an organization can be. I was in an amazing guild on Scylla, and it was called, I'm trying to remember. I know it had like Zex Markand in it, which some of you may know. He was like an amazing pilot on Starsider after we moved, and a couple other guys. I cannot remember the name of the guild now, but that was like an experience where it was like actually a family. Like people talked to me and interacted with me, and I was like, wow, you know, everybody talks in here. It's weird, you know, and ever since then I've been looking for that same thing, you know, in other games, and I've never found it. I got close. We had a group called Praxis that just disbanded a couple months ago, but it had been dead for years. But when I first joined, it was like the closest thing I had found to what I had in Star Wars Galaxies. But I 100% know what you mean. Like even that group that I had, like Chronic is a part of that, and some other people, you know, you take bits and pieces, but like a lot of people just disappear and you never hear from them again.
Yeah, it's just some days you don't log back in. Yeah.
And you never know, because there was the one guy who was like super depressed. Like I felt really bad for him. Like when Scylla was shutting down, he was all like losing it, right? And dude, I mean, like he never came back, and we'll never be sure if like something happened in real life or if he just decided to end it or what, you know. But he was like, we were all like kind of worried about him in real life because he wasn't okay. Like this game was his social outlet. He had like been divorced, she took everything, this is all he had left, and he was just like at the end. So who knows. Very cool. And yeah, okay, so positive, man, we're back, and let's take a look. It's online, go.
I'm still trying. I hope he's okay. It's sad to see that. I've definitely known some people like that. Not that bad, but definitely have been some less than happy people.
Yeah, sorry about the down turn in the stream, but thank you. And also I want to say thank you to everybody that's watching this, because this is more people watching concurrently than I think I had whenever I quit YouTube. So you guys are awesome, and you know who you are because you're watching the stream.
There are a surprising amount of people that showed up.
Yeah, I mean, like the first live stream I ever did, when we streamed Stellaris the first time, it was like me and Sinica and Rishi and I think maybe Georgi and a couple other people, and I had like 60 people in my live stream, and I don't know how that happened. Like what caused, because they were not subscribers, because at the time I might have had like 100 subscribers, right? But I had like all of those people show up, and I don't know how YouTube pushed it out or whatever, but I always just remember that as like, wow, that was like a really cool moment in my streaming career, where just like out of nowhere I had a whole bunch of weird people, not weird, but you know what I mean, like random people that are in no way connected to my channel that just showed up and were like talking and interacting. I'm like, that's cool, you know. I don't think I'll ever stream on Twitch again, pretty much ever. There's just no reason to be there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I just do you in the hot tub lounge.
Say what you will. I think Morath is gorgeous. I know that she gets a lot of shit from guys that she wouldn't give the time of day to, and I doubt she'd give me the time of day either, but I still think she's hot. So
I've actually got a lot of opinions on Twitch. Like I think it's a good place to actually be successful if you want to be more successful if you want to be a streamer, because YouTube does not facilitate streaming very well.
Right.
But I don't trust the administration. I don't trust the business of Twitch. I don't trust their leadership.
I don't really know if Twitch is profitable though either. That's the other thing too. You know, YouTube for the longest time, and I don't even know if they are now, YouTube was not profitable for the first like 10 years of its existence, right? Like that was one of the things that they used to say, like Google was fine subsidizing that because they got so much data out of it, but like in terms of, you know, like data on your personal preferences, and they could sell to advertisers, but in terms of like actually it generating money on its own, it was a loss leader for a long fucking time.
I don't know. I would say Twitch is probably, they probably are, because like you still got big streamers that pull in a lot of money from donations and bits and subscriptions, and Twitch takes a hefty chunk out of that.
That's true. Yeah. Let me kill my camera for 1 second. I want to go and shut off my, there we go. Be right back. I want to shut my window because like everybody on the street can see me, and my neighborhood people walk past all the time. It's just weird. So. All right. All right. No, I just shut the window, the curtains, you know, because otherwise, like I said, everyone can see me. Not that, you know, I'm very important, but they must be like, what the fuck? There's a green screen behind this dude with a microphone. Who the hell does he think he is? Does anyone care about his opinion? Well, no, but I'm going to give it to you anyway.
I mean, I sure as hell don't.
Just put up a,
Try to go neutral again, or piloting.
put up a big old piece of paper, like a long sheet of paper, and just say subscribe to my YouTube channel, and put your YouTube link.
Just outside your window.
Yeah, so everybody looks in and is like, what's that weirdo oh, maybe I'll subscribe.
We actually thought for the first like 2 weeks that our neighbor put up a cross that faces our house, like because they thought that we were unholy or something. But it turned out that had been there for years. So I'm like, okay. But it was just like really funny because the one night I happened to look outside, and I think that he fixed the lighting to it, and it was all lit up, and I was like, oh my goodness, you know, like are we, you know, have we moved into the neighborhood and made it, you know, a bad place to live or something? But no, everything was cool. And the guy's awesome. So he was actually my electrician. It worked out. He completely rewired my basement. In fact, we should have a stream sometime where I show you my setup, because let me tell you, it's pretty damn impressive what we've been able to do with Intrepid Dawn 3D printing and the kind of stuff that we make. Like, for example, a little plug time. This is going to be sent out tomorrow. I don't know if you can see this, but
Eventually.
you will. 15 seconds from now, you'll see it. But this is a Sabrine Wren helmet. Now, I haven't really taped in the visor. This was just for the pictures. But this is going out to a client, and they're gonna sand it and paint it, and they're gonna have a fantastic replica, which is actually part of what I do now. This is my side business. I make mostly Star Wars based helmets because that's what I like. So if you guys are interested in that, it's Intrepid Dawn, same way it's spelled on here on Etsy. I have all kinds of cool stuff that you can check out, and I'll be doing more videos on them in the future. Completely wearable, has all the accessories. That doesn't show any of them on the side, what I lifted up and showed you there, but very cool. And to whoever gave me the dislike, I appreciate you. I want you to know that. That's cool. You're willing to tell me when I suck.
Well, you don't have any clout unless you have at least one dislike.
Yeah, exactly. And there are people that just won't. Oh, we got population, but not me. Let me try this again.
You're not a human yet.
Did you guys get in yet?
No.
Have you been in at all?
Yes.
Okay.
You saw me earlier. What do you
Okay, I didn't. I thought you were. I couldn't tell whose voice that was. You were all low and.
It was Goliath Hubbard.
Sal. All right, we're trying this again. Connecting to the login server. Now, when you guys were getting in, was it because you were just trying to reconnect and eventually it just like got you in at that second, or did you leave it spinning? Inquire. Okay. All right, cool. I'm not going to do that because that would be smart. I'm just going to keep clicking it every couple 20 seconds. All right, so we got in tonight. We created Tim, at least. I got the name Tim again. Pretty satisfied with that, to be honest. Tim Katarn. I'll make Dak If somebody takes it, I'll make dash dash. I'll make dash dash dash. I'll do all kinds of stuff. I've got ideas like crazy. I could even do DA-KK. Oh, that would be fun. Phonetically DAC. I just think that the name DAC is cool, and that Luke's like gunner casually dies in the first 5 minutes of Empire Strikes Back, and you're like, oh man, you know, the stakes are high. And then Yoda says, no, there is another, so that you think, oh man, they may actually kill off Luke in this movie. But no, they're just playing with you. They weren't going to do that.
Casual friend death.
Yeah, just like he was only a person that was on there for like 10 seconds, but he had a family, you know. He had a backstory. He was an important guy. And that's kind of the cool thing about Star Wars. Like, everybody supposedly has a backstory. It makes the universe real. I also like the lived in feel of it.
Even Rey has a backstory.
Right. Well, now we have
a writer.
Now we have 2 thumbs down, which I appreciate. YouTube loves it. Keep it coming.
Just going back and forth between the thumbs down and the thumbs up.
Yeah, I just happened to look over and be like, oh, nice. Trust me, I don't like the stream either. I'd rather be playing right now, but we're all dealing with this. Let's see. Is there anything else that they've said recently?
Not in the Discord.
You guys talking about Star Citizen makes me...
The galaxy is full.
Huh.
It says, yeah, it says the galaxy is full.
Can't handle more than 1,000.
Well, it's...
The website's correct. They only have 40. Better not be full.
Somebody posted that image. Maybe they're trolling us. Maybe that's from before. Those dicks. Maybe they're trying to tell everyone else go home. Oh, here we go. We're starting to get to quitters. 10 p.m. Eastern, I'm cutting it loose. Yeah, there we go. We need a lot more people to be like, screw this. I'll check it out tomorrow. And that's how we win, guys. That's how we win.
Dang it. Why?
Did you get kicked?
No, I just saw the Mercury Star Runner. I can upgrade to it.
Don't do it. You need to fly in mine. Actually, we should set up, it doesn't have to be anything, you know, like binding or anything, but we should set up a like loose allegiance of Star Citizen players for us to all like chill out. Because I have Jorgie is forever linked to me, and he's got no choice in that. But he doesn't.
No matter how many times I gnaw my way, I can't get out of the trap.
Yeah, he can't go anywhere. So he's gonna be here, but he doesn't like to be, you know, like, he doesn't like to do things in games. He just likes to be there. So I still need a co-pilot.
Experience, you know?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Jorgie, if I gave you a rifle, will you like watch our backs while we're flying?
I mean, I'll shoot at things at random.
Okay.
Will you
Odd
also
shots,
chain up his
everybody.
hands so that he's facing one direction and can't shoot behind him?
I see you typing in there, Chronic. What are you telling them? I see you typing in the game chat. Oh, we got a new announcement. What's the new announcement?
I was saying that I got my two character names, so I can't complain too much.
And then they're going to be like, server wipe immediately. Start over. And we're all going to be screwed. All right, guys. So if you're just joining us, we're actually trying to play on Star Wars Galaxies Restoration 3. Tonight is the very first day of launch. We have been in. Some of us have been in shortly. I created my character, so I got the name Tim Katarn. Hell yeah. Real excited about that. The sky's the limit in terms of potential and possibility. And now we're trying to get in again so I can create a second character. Because you can only have 2 characters per IP unless you can prove multiple people, which I guess it's so easy to get around that. I really like it that like there's interdependency in the economy. Like if you have a server that you have like 10 people that play on, and trust me, I can name like 6 of them like that, then yeah, you need 6 characters, 8 characters each. But in this case, you don't. And making meaningful choices is good for everybody. At least that's my point of view. And if you don't agree with that, then there's definitely other places that would cater to that. All right, so let's go down the line here. Who's that? Oh,
What?
is that you, Sal?
Happening.
You making fun of me? Sal's making fun of me.
What did I do?
No, it's Chronic. Chronic's making fun of me. That or he's hitting the blunt. All right. So, yeah.
I ain't making fun of nobody. I don't know what you're talking about. I plead the fifth.
Okay. Sal, you go first. What are you looking to play when we get in tonight? Like, what's your build? Where are you leaning towards right now? We're just kind of theory crafting.
I'm thinking about going towards Pistolier, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I want to make a Karas Kasai.
Okay, so let's clear this. Assuming we do get 250 skill points, which seems logical.
Ooh, I think I just got back in.
Oh, fuck you! I just got out. That's why you got my spot. I quit. I was the quitter.
I got to the character screen. Now I'm
That's-
connecting to the Galaxy.
Yeah, good luck.
It says online instead of full.
I think I'm gonna get kicked. I got the connection to the login server now open, but it's stuck here, so I might get kicked.
Oh, I got that earlier.
I'm gonna look at the Star Citizen. Oh, nope, I got in.
Ah, son of a bitch. Yes, this is good. Clear that login queue, bitches. All right, so let's talk Star Citizen real quick.
Alright.
Why check the roadmap?
The roadmap depresses me. You can't check the roadmap.
You don't look at the road. You just look
No.
at how many ships and you buy a ship.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm looking at. Is the supposed new ships coming on the roadmap?
I wanted to know when I get my Polaris.
You can upgrade 2 right now.
I have a Mercury Star Runner and a Hercules C2. I really like the Hercules C2. Really like it. Sunder doesn't like it. Chronic's brother hates it.
Why do you like the Hercules? Why didn't you just go for a Carrack?
I have a Carrack.
Carrack's better.
They do different things. Hercules is a dedicated cargo ship. So is my...
Carrack isn't capable of moving a Nova or a Ballista.
I don't know. Like, it can't fit in height-wise because it could probably stick out and you could have the ramp open. You could probably make it work.
Yeah, no, they can't fit in height-wise in the Carrack, but in the C2 and M2 it can.
Okay. Yeah, so that's an option. I also have the Caterpillar, which gives me another option for cargo. But basically, these ships, I have these ships so that I can melt them to get things I might want in the future. It gives me options.
Have they released the tank yet?
Yes.
Yeah, it's out. It's on live.
I want it.
The Nova Talk is out.
I want it.
Tell you what, guys.
Have they announced how much it is?
Yeah, I don't remember what the price is because I'm not interested.
Well, I'll tell you what, if this is still going like this tomorrow because everyone is trying to get in like crazy. When you guys got in, did you just let it spin connecting to the login server or what? Did you just keep trying?
That's what I did, and then noticed it went to the character screen and
Okay.
then connected to the Galaxy for a little bit.
Okay, so I'm probably resetting my position in the login queue every time I do that, so I will stop. No.
Yeah, probably are.
Like perpetually logging in. But maybe tomorrow night, if we're still having problems with this, would you guys be interested in the Star Citizen stream? We're all good people to do it.
What is today? Today's Friday?
Yeah, it's a holiday weekend.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should be able to.
Chronic?
Yeah.
All right. Jorgie?
I will be late, but I can. If you're still up late, I can do it.
You know I'm up late. And Sal?
You know what? I can be enticed if you let me fly the MSR.
Oh yeah, you can fly. I told Chronic's brother Sunder that I don't even really want to fly my own ships, and he's like, "You're crazy." I'm like, "No, man." I'm like, I just like to be the captain, and Picard doesn't fly his ship.
You have never flown your own ship.
Really try not to.
Who was it that was on with the Carrack? I was trying to get out with my Connie, and I blow it right up out of the gate.
I'm not sure.
I don't know, but pad ramming is really bad, so you should never admit to that.
I mean, it's not pad ramming. It got stuck due to
Oh.
glitch.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow night we should go out. We should do something. We'll have some fun. So maybe we'll do a stream tomorrow night for Star Citizen and kind of show where we are now in terms of the overall. I don't think I'm gonna leave this up as a video on demand. I'm kind of undecided because literally this entire video has been us talking and like 3 seconds of me being in the game, being like, "Oh wow, look, the game's cool." Crash. Although to be fair, that's kind of like the Star Citizen experience too.
Oh my, that's loud.
What?
You just opened the launcher.
The launcher has music all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's always at music.
That's the beta launcher.
No, the new launcher does too.
Didn't for me.
I got Star Wars music playing in the background.
Jealous. I already know I demonetized my stuff. I might as well go for broke.
Yeah, my launcher had music too.
I got gypped again.
Maybe your launcher just sucks.
Maybe it did. Maybe it does. All right, guys. I'm getting tired. What time is it? It's only 10 o'clock. We're good. I'm gonna relaunch it. Maybe they fixed the launcher. Because my beta launcher had the music. This one didn't. And the developer said building a launcher is hard. That was their answer whenever somebody was like, why doesn't it have music? So.
I actually don't like launchers having any sound effects.
I like the ability to turn it off.
Yeah.
Is that from Rogue One? So if you guys look at the launcher and where the Star Destroyer appears out of the shadow, is that from Rogue One? That's awesome.
Hang on.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it must be from Marvel. Or it's either Rogue One or Solo.
It could be Solo, I guess. But it's pretty cool looking. All right, so I'm definitely gonna have a smuggler. And I think that's what Tim's gonna be. Rebel smuggler. And then I will also have a bounty hunter, and that'll be what Dak is. So which one will I use first? Probably the rebel, because I wanna get an X-wing up, and space will be the way that I generate
What?
that I generate money.
Window.
What window?
Press if you ever get in game. Press P and it opens up the NGE profession window.
Interesting.
And it looks weird.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself.
Is that the Jedi progression window? Look at it now.
I don't know.
Last night it looked like the Jedi window.
It's so much of the UI elements are missing in it.
Interesting. Well, guys, I apologize that the stream is a little bit dull tonight. We were hoping to get in there. We were hoping to see server crashes, but like get right back in. You know, I don't know if they've still limited it or what's going on. I mean, it's a good idea. If it can keep it up for some people, giggity, then I'm okay with it. But like, damn, I really hoped I would be one of the chosen. I was initially, and then, you know, he head faked me on getting out, but it was going to go down anyway because they were going to reset it. So
it just wasn't strong enough for you.
No. Login failed. The account has not yet been approved. That's not for me. I'm just reading this in their Discord. Haha. People are posting things like struggling with your internet speed. Oh man, Clippy. When was the last time you saw the Microsoft Clippy from Office?
I'd rather not see it again.
Really? It was that big of a deal?
Actually, no, that's just the thing. I don't really have anything else to say to it, so I was just throwing something out there. Was it
Just
funny? Did y'all enjoy it?
I did. It kind of reminds me of the googly eyes stack of money from Geico. I don't know if you remember those commercials or if I'm just really old.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I got your back. I remember that. He was like creeping around at you, you know?
He's like that big stack of money with googly eyes always looking at you.
That
And then
sounds
you-
familiar. I
then
don't
it would play
remember
the
seeing it.
I always
sounds
feel
familiar.
like somebody's watching me. Like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still say the best commercials were Jim Adler commercials.
I don't remember those. What were they like?
Well, it's also from where I'm from, so.
Oh, like the one that Philip Seymour Hoffman did?
Texas Hammer.
Yeah, I remember him. Let's you know what? Let's liven up this stream since we're in an endless login queue. Let's switch it down.
Bring till the end of time.
Yeah, let's go ahead and fix that. So give me 1 second. Let's throw my display capture on top of SWG for just a second. And why is this not working? Oh yeah, it is working. I'll be damned. Excuse me, and let's watch. What was it, Philip? Oh, actually I am terrified to start typing in my window with it up there. Who knows what'll come up?
Yeah, I'd search Jim Adler.
What was it, Jim?
Adler. ADLER.
Let's see. What was the name of the commercial?
He's just the Texas Hammer. You just gotta put that.
No, not the Texas Hammer. The one where he like jumps off the van. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Hang on.
You mean the one that Phillips? No, that was something else. Right?
It was another like Texas dude.
Yeah.
Here it is, Mattress Man commercial. Okay, we need to watch this. All right, here we go. I don't know. Oh, we can't hear it. There we go.
Hey, this is Dean Trumbull for the Mattress Man. Give me a call at 370-0466. For limited time only, D&D Mattress has queen mattress sets for $99 and king sets for $129.
They laugh every time.
Oh yeah. Shit, you okay? I was afraid that was gonna happen.
God, that's the best. And if you ever watch like the commercial that's parodying, they did it like almost frame by frame. Fucked up my guitar though. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. Good times.
Is that an outtake or is that the actual commercial?
That's the actual commercial. Like here, let's see if I can find the original. Here, I think that's Philip. Okay, here's the real Mattress Man. This is like literally what they're parodying.
For the furniture guy, give me a call at 351-3900. For a limited time only, the furniture guy's got queen mattress sets for $99 and king sets for $129. You okay? Oh yeah. I'm fine. That's what I was afraid was gonna happen with that goddamn thing. Way off to the side. Did I? Oh, I'm fine. You sure? Fucked up my guitar though.
Love
I'm
that
fine.
video.
Fucked up my guitar though. He's like, is he okay? And the other guy's like, he's wearing leather. He's like, oh. And the other guy's like, was it on sale? You gotta listen to the end. That's hilarious. All right. So thank you for reminiscing with me about old commercials. We've really run the gamut of craziness here tonight on Intrepid Dawn. There's not been a whole lot of entertainment, but maybe that brought a smile to your face as we all stare at this and want to get into that game. So, anybody else in Did anybody get in?
Yeah,
I
I'm
told
in.
you I'm in.
You dicks.
Well, I didn't keep cycling myself out of the queue.
Well, you know what? I did. So, yeah. Okay. You win. Because that's what I do. All right. So I'm not going to cycle myself out of the queue this time. I'm going to be a good little player. Let's see what we have here. Population is currently 98. Highest population is 102. They said they made it higher. Maybe they limited the amount of players that the login server can handle per minute to like 1. They lie. I don't know. Lie or limit them, or both. Limit and lie. We'll get there. In fact, I keep checking it with like that. I don't know, like if you guys have ever uploaded a video to YouTube or anything that has like a component of the audience needing to react to it, there's like part of your mind that knows that nobody's gonna watch it. Like my first video that Georgie and I had, I think I had like 70 views, and I think 30 of them were mine. And I think like 10 of them were my family, and maybe a couple were random people on YouTube that just happened to find it. But like there's that like little part of your mind that says this is gonna get 1 billion views and you're gonna blow up and it's gonna be crazy. And that part is like the irrational, stupid part of your mind, but it's always there. And like every time I keep looking back at this, that little part is saying you're gonna get in and you're gonna be in Star Wars Galaxies again and you're gonna be happy, and it's never right. So
and life is gonna be good. Right.
It's like seriously pretty bad. Okay, so let's actually switch back onto the I wish it had sound too. I don't know what's going on. Do you have sound in your game?
Yeah.
Like on the login screen?
Not on the login screen.
Yeah, because I wish I had that, because then I could tell whenever it was time to jump in there. All right, let me fix my Streamlabs again so that I can put my display capture on top. And we're gonna I'll get back in the cockpit.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna see if starting out as creature handler would be a terrible idea or not.
All right, so let's look at this. So they have a wiki that they've created for SWG Restoration, which actually might answer some of our questions. So I'm gonna start looking through it. We can do this together. The combat upgrade lives again. Oh, and my my mouse pointer turned into a lightsaber. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? That's like so Web 2.0, like 2015 or 2005 again, isn't it? Guys, do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was the year Revenge of the Sith came out.
There we go. Jerry's tying it all together. Yeah, right after we saw Revenge of the Sith, I took your dumb little brother to see Revenge of the Sith with me, and when I got home, oh, he's not here. I can tell the truth.
He's only like 11.
That's why I said he was a dumb little kid. He's a smart guy now, but all 11-year-olds are stupid. That's just how it is. Like when I was 11, I was probably worse. Anyway, just saying. So I took him and we came back, and he's like, you know, telling me all the lines that he heard in the movie and how excited he was. And I was genuinely happy to facilitate that for him. But then I got into game and I got a message from a bounty hunter who's like, your swords, please, you know? And I'm like, what? And he's like, we wouldn't want to make a mess of this in front of the Chancellor. And then it clicked that he was quoting the movie to me. And that was kind of cool. But then I killed him, so. Once you're a full template Jedi, like at that point you can pretty much laugh, because one-on-one you can toast any bounty hunter, assuming that you have the right build and you know how to use it. Like I had a panic bar or panic button on my toolbar, right? So I would ingest spice, you know, put up my own buffs, and then be ready to attack the guy. And then I would have another macro button that I would make sure I targeted him, hit that button, and that would make me follow him. So then I didn't have to worry about, like, my character would try to follow the bounty hunter constantly, so I didn't have to worry about him like making random weird moves. Like the server would have me track him, and then I could just kill him, and it didn't take long. I was a Master Saber, Master Defender, a little bit of Enhancer, a little bit of Healer. Really like that build. In fact, if I get a Jedi on this server, I'll probably do that again. But anyway, let's take a look. So what do they have on here? None of this is related to what we're looking for. Okay. Content. Go ahead.
A Wookiee just ran past me named Chew Blanco.
Chew Blanco.
I love Star Wars Galaxies and players' names. They're just the best. I've never seen players' names like these in any other game.
I like it. I can handle that. So that's like Chewy White. Is that how it works? Blanco is white in Spanish. Am I right or wrong?
I think it's the other way around.
Okay, here we go. White Chewy? Is that what you're saying?
I have no idea. That was just
or it's
his name.
black. Is Blanco black? I thought it was white.
I think Blanco's black.
No,
Okay, I'm probably...
Mando is black.
There you go. You killed it. Good job, Jorgie.
No,
All right.
I'm serious.
I'm just messing with you. Legacy quest. Check this out. So it actually shows you how to do the legacy quest. Tatooine. All of that. Let me tell you that if you get through the shock rods and tracking the head and the squill diving and all that, then more power to you. The legacy quest, once it gets to Jabba the Hutt, is probably one of the worst experiences in gaming that you can have. Up until then, it's actually kind of cool. Like if you read the quests and you have a little bit of imagination, you can put that together. You can say, "Wow, that's fun." But then you get to the cook in Jabba's palace, and he says, "Go out there and get me some flank steaks," and you kill 1,000 creatures that are halfway across the map. And he's like, "Oh no, we need wine," and he sends you back out, and you're just like, "I hate you, and I wish I could force choke you." You know, and by the time you're done with that, you're just like, my God. But once you get off of there, Naboo is a little better. There's actually a starship part of it that's kind of fun. Nice little tie-in to at least, make you do a little bit of space. I think that one of the major issues with Star Wars Galaxies was that it didn't launch as a unified ground in space game, and I think it could have done a lot better. Anybody agree with that?
Did it? It didn't even launch with Jump to Light Space. It didn't have any space.
That's what I mean. It didn't launch unified, but Raph Koster always says that, like, if he could do anything differently, he would have basically put his foot down and said there is absolutely no way this game is releasing until space is ready, because space is so important to Star Wars, and having that unified game makes it a stronger game. He's like, because then what you had is you had a whole bunch of people that never tried space because it came out as an expansion. So they either didn't buy it and didn't own it for a long time until we gave it to everybody. He's like, or, they just weren't interested in trying it. He's like, and they might have loved it, but it would, because it was, different and, an add-on. He's like, it should have been part of the base game. So.
It's still capped at 100.
Is it? Is that what they just said?
Look online. Look at the server status online. It's at 100 flat.
I think when I looked at it before, it was at 93, and that was about 7 minutes ago. So they're probably only letting in one player per minute. Just crazy.
You'd be here all night.
Oh, I mean,
No.
how about now?
It's still 100.
Dicks. All right, so I think we're going to end the stream at this point. If you would like to continue to follow us, you can do so on our Discord channel. You can also subscribe on YouTube. It's free to you, helps me out, and I'd appreciate that. We're going to stream some Star Citizen tomorrow night, probably. We'll either stream one or the other. If this is working and people want to play this, maybe we'll stream this instead. But a real casual stream. Like tonight I'm trying to do talking to the audience, but tomorrow night we're just going to play, and you're going to be like our co-passenger. You're gonna be kind of like Jorgie. You're just gonna chill with us, and then, you know, that'll be it. Yeah. So, all right, guys. So thank you so much. If you watched this whole time, you're amazing. You know what? You deserve an ice cream. So go out and get one, and I will catch you next time. Yeah, it's the cookie dough's the best. So I will catch you next time. My name is Captain Katarn, and this is Intrepid Dawn. And yeah, I don't remember how my exit goes, so we'll just end it. Bye.
You say, I'll see you in the verse.
Oh, well, if I ever connect to it, I'll see you in the verse.